What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Mondays. This is your boy DadFib. I am your host tonight for Dream and Plays online Street Fighter 6 tournament. And with me tonight, I have my partner in crime, Robbie Votal. How are you doing,
Hello,
Robbie?
hello, hello. Good. Coming hot off the heels of Kansas KO this last weekend. We had a lot of exciting Street Fighter 6 action, especially, putting a spotlight kind of on a lot of the Midwest talent. So it's been a good last couple of days for Street Fighter 6, and excited to get it started here for Dream Play 23.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we had a lot going on these past few weeks. We had Tyler One that showed up to Top in the Shop on one of our locals, and that was pretty nice. Team KC getting put on the map. Thank you. Shout out to Tyler One. And then, yes, this past weekend we had Kansas KO, one of Wichita's regional tournaments. We had a pretty good turnout, I would say, and I think it was a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, multiple games being ran out, and unfortunately, I don't know if KC won any. I did, yeah, Ooey Gooey did win Guilty Gear Strive. I would say that, but I think KC still did well overall.
KC brought home like 21 medals, combined
Nice,
across the whole event. So
cool.
pretty good showing. Personally, if it were me, if this were a baseball team, I'd have all you people on the line. You would be running your asses off. I was not happy how
I know you were
KC
not.
played this weekend, but that's just me. I know people, everything you said is 100% true. Everybody had a good time. A lot of great kudos, a lot of great the overall endeavor by Wichita fighting game community led by Eduardo out there
Yes.
cannot be understated. True to form FGC events like Kansas KO are going to become a rarity
Yes,
as the
indeed.
current climate of the fighting game community as a whole, internationally, North America, elsewhere, becomes as it continues to develop on the current courses, and tournaments like this are going to go away because it's going to be harder to get people to come to them whenever there's an Evo like every 2 months or whatever it ends up breaking down to.
Mm-hmm.
So true to form events like this that have true skin in the game are very, very, very important for not just for Wichita, not just for the Midwest, but for the culture as a whole in fighting games.
I
So
mean, and to
if
that
you're not
point, there's not that many tournaments all in the Midwest region as well. Like you got your Evos and you got your combo breakers, right? But there hasn't really been anything located in Kansas, in Montana, in South Dakota, or anything like that. So I feel like with Kansas KO, it gives people who live in those states an opportunity to travel to experience something similar to a combo breaker. It kind of reminds me of those grassroots tournaments like Kumite in Tennessee, Final Round in Atlanta, Georgia. You had the SoCal, NorCal regionals. So I feel like coming back to those type of events, I feel like the FGC needs more of that. So I understand where you're coming from with, just less likely to see more of those events. However, I love the fact that Eduardo, Richard, and you, and all these other TOs and organizers are still believing that this is possible and this is something that the community actually cares about. So, yeah, I
And, and,
appreciate the
and
support.
the hardest part about hosting a tournament in the true Midwest. So
Hmm.
Chicago gets to claim Midwest, but we're talking about true Midwest.
Hmm.
So Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa. Even as far as like even kind of Louisiana, maybe
Hmm.
even Tennessee or Tennessee, kind of whatever, and the same kind of slice of the cake as Chicago, but then
Know
you
what you
go,
mean.
far, Denver, kind of the borderline of it. But the hardest part about that is that now all the coasts have to spend the $700 plane ticket to come to us instead of us spending
Correct.
$700 plane ticket to go to them.
Correct.
So
Correct. Correct.
then so they're like, well. Like just for example, I mean, back in the Street Fighter 4 days, if you lived in Los Angeles or you lived in Southern California, you had NorCal regionals, SoCal regionals, um, you had Northwest Majors, and then
Hmm.
you had Evo in Las Vegas, with all in about 4 to 5 hours distance. So why would you ever think about you know, I could get in a
Yeah,
car and get there and back in the same day versus go all the way to, you know, quote unquote, the middle of nowhere, you
correct.
know,
So
to play in a fighting game tournament. So even putting the Endeavor on in the first place is a huge testament to the amount of skin in the game that those tournament organizers have, just for the love of it, just to
yes.
say we did that. We were out here, we did it. We do play fighting games. We play hard. We put on a quality production. We provide a quality experience for all the players involved. We really are out here and we're really doing that thing.
All right, and so to that point, man, we have this online tournament that's pretty much dedicated to that Midwest area, Midwest region. Speaking of which, you know, the winner of Street Fighter 6 at Kansas KO was Picklestein, who's actually one of our regular contestants on Dream and Plays online Street Fighter 6 tournament. He's not available tonight. He has things to do and take care of. However, we still got a variety of players. We got 19 people who are entered in for tonight's bracket. Now we also have some newcomers from new eligible states in Nevada. We have, what's it, Mr. Get It Done versus, what's it, Jerry Springer, aka Clairo Armpits. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started right now. So let me go ahead and introduce the players to you guys. So yes, Clairo Armpits rocking the Terry Bogart versus Mr. Get It Done from Luke. These are two first timers in here, so I'm interested to see how these two are going to play out against each other. And yeah, man, thank you guys for all coming in to support. If you want to donate to the bracket, to the pool pot, I will send the link out here on the Matcherino. It should pop up in just a moment. So give me 1 second and we're going to go ahead and get started. Wow, they are already queued up, man. They're ready to go. So let me get the screens showed up here. Mr. Armpits versus, oh my God, Mr. Get It Done versus Clairo Armpits. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Luke, Mr. Get It Done on the Terry. So both of our young blonde protagonists here in Street Fighter 6, straight to the corner here. Let's get caught up here on the replay. Mr. Get It Done on the modern Luke, and Jerry Springer, Clairo Armpits on the Terry. So back and forth right now. When we talk about, you know, players trying to kind of feel each other out in the neutral, it's really about two players taking the opportunity, or at least trying to take stock and saying, what are you capable of doing? How do you operate whenever I walk forward? How do you operate when I throw a fireball? How do you operate in the corner? And now how do you operate when you are in burnout? Luke hammering away with that target combo. Nice DP on the neutral jump and a big wake up level 1 by Mr. Get It Done. I can have these names a little bit backwards here. I'm not familiar with these guys, especially because the CFNs are different than the the signups. So Beast Mode cannot overcome the SNK style fireball of Terry. So Jerry Springer, Clairo Armpits. I keep looking over to DAP stream, so I make sure I have the names right.
Yes, all right.
Clairo Armpits takes round number 1.
All right, dang.
Ooh.
Okay, with the OD burn up.
Yeah, a little bit of clashing back and forth. So again, like, it's one of those things, like, all of these little hits right here, these are all like, what are you willing to do? How are you reacting to the information that I'm putting on the screen? EX Pale Horse could punish, looking for some damage on the other side. That's the thing about modern Luke, though. Even though he is in burnout, he's got that one button super here. Oh, level 2, and it breaks on through the pressure and nails in a W for Mr. Get It Done. So again, it's one of those things, like, now what kind of message does that send to Clairo Armpits, Terry, of, when I press this guy in the corner, he will mash super to get through my pressure. Will he back off in a, you know, clutch moment, or will he say, no, I believe in my pressure, I'm going to continue? And it's all pressure all day right now for Mr. Get It Done. Side switch with the EXTP, and again, those are sending those types of messages. You're saying, like, all right, this guy's done super, this guy has done EXDP. I might have to start second guessing my pressure. Right here, this is one of those moments. Does he continue? Wow, even caught him. And I know that we can see the inputs on our side of the screen, but man, that very brave to press on that modern Luke, who's already shown I will wake up DP, I will mash that super when the pressure is on. A lot of damage in. Clairo out of gauge. Out of super, I should say. Drive rush in, looking for delay parry. Next hit basically wins. Low forward from Terry, or any touch from Luke will do it. Full screen, use the fireball. The counter hit, stand medium punch, and still manage to get a little bit of a delay. Drive rush in to tack on some damage on the back end. So anybody's game right now. Both players very back and forth. I like Mr. Get It Done, looking for that neutral jump, maybe trying to snipe out a burn knuckle, but instead got the early crack shoot here, trying to get a fireball. In the corner is Get It Done. See what Clairo can do here, but back and forth, it's just very quick. Again, one of those things that you try to figure out early on in round one of what is this guy capable of doing, and good stuff by Clairo saying, I've blocked 2 of your block strings back to back. I bet a throw's coming. Fights the first one off, gets tagged that time. Here's a level 1 free troubles.
Oh my goodness.
To get it done there, looking for a fireball or something.
I just realized now that Mr. Get It Done is playing Modern Luke. Interesting.
Yeah, I was saying modernly earlier. I think that's how he was able to snipe that level through the pressure. It's just those one-button supers. Ooh,
wow,
a little bit
nice.
of can run stop trickery right there. Walk up and say hello, and caught the delay parry. So Mr. Get It Done on match point, down to his last bar of drive gauge, hammering away with these target combos.
Nice jump
Can't get out.
Nope.
Yeah, no one's cross-cut. So both players have really shown that, and Clairo really the one to keep those anti-airs on deck. Just I say that huge commentary curse into the level 3. We'll see if this was the modern input or if this was the manual on the damage. Looks like it was going to be close to the manual.
I agree with that. Now let's see. Oh my gosh, did it again.
That was so nasty.
Fake out on the tackle. That's twice.
Yeah, really. Oh, is it 3 out of 5?
Yes, it is 3 out of 5, ladies and gentlemen. It is best of 3 out of 5. So it's tied up right now. So both Clairo and Mr. Get It Done are tied up 1 game apiece. And right now, Mr. Get It Done is getting the combos going. Got Clairo in the corner, but right here, Clairo's fighting his way back out. Oh my goodness, what a DP! Let's see the nice drive impacts. And Burnout City one more time and go straight into the DI and get the stun. And let's follow a combo here. Nice damage.
Pretty usual, yeah. I'm looking for that pressure in the corner. So again, both players have shown a lot of jump out, and I really like Mr. Get It Done. You know, I don't know if I would say buffering, but he was really hammering on that EXDP there. Any sign of green, I'm going yellow, and I'm going straight to the top. Jab there, try to bait something out, get it done. Back to the wall. Here comes Clairo on the drive rush, plus frames. This is where you start to cash in, especially in these longer sets, like a 3 out of 5. You really have a lot of opportunity to get that very valuable data and say, how am I going to condition my opponent? How am I going to cash in? Mr. Get It Done looking to visit the bank right here, though. Minor damage, opts for the Oki, and sometimes that is the decision you make as a player. You say, I think I'm going to give up the damage and be a little bit more advantageous. I'm confident in my neutral. Throw game established, but ooh, nice huge jump back right there. Clairo basically taking a page out of Mr. Get It Done's book, saying, I know you're looking for that neutral jump, try to snipe out my burn knuckles, try to snipe out those fireballs, so I got one for you with the jump back. Huge whiff opportunity, both players swinging. There is the modern reactions. Gonna go ahead and cash it out here. This is critical art. Oh man, manual, that would have definitely killed. Down to the wire here. DI trying to get him to bait back on the reaction. Tick throw is in effect.
Oh my God.
More chip in place and cannot block forever. You will find that throw, and that's exactly how you get it done with the Mr. Variety.
Indeed, and I was thinking that Clairo was going to either EX Rising Tackle, but he never did, never tried it. I mean, it is scary though. It's a very heavy risk. All right,
yeah,
so
you use your health as a resource, and that's how you try to, you know, make those very defined decisions on when am I going to do wake up DP? When am I going to make that throw tech? Can I afford to live if it goes south? Right now, south is how we get it done here. It is Chip City in the burnout. Nice catch on the neutral jump. Crack shoot to get out, and a little reset of zone. So a lot of room to play, but gets caught walking forward just a hair too far. No DP that time around. Clairo in a good spot despite being in burnout, but gets caught touching the stove. Full screen, Mr. Get It Done, sandblasting all the way to their side. There's that neutral again. Man, excellent adaptation by Clairo, saying, I see you're holding up. I got the drive rush DP on deck. Nice. Walk back, I will not be shimmied twice. Tries to press in the negative here. How will Clairo press with the half a bar of drive gauge? So option level 3 can not to win the match, just try to get back to that coveted green position in the drive gauge.
Ooh, nice reaction. Good stuff.
Yeah,
good
so Now you're starting to kind of see, you know, or at least I would say that Claire is starting to kind of see this is, you're making a lot of hard reads here. So if I can stay patient and not get rattled by it, I can try to formulate a strategy around it. Mr. Get It Done, though, switching gears. That time, notice the Pale Horse actually went for the meaty, because he's been using that as a bait for the parry, which has been, like, really smart. I don't see a lot of Lukes do that.
Indeed.
Clairo, bonked on the head. Mr. Get It Done.
gosh,
Tick throws in effect. Shimmy is set up.
Ooh!
There he is. Called it out a mile away, and 3 straight for Mr. Get It Done on the modern Luke.
Indeed.
What a way to start Draymond play 23, round 18.
Agreed. I was a little sad because Clairo was the Jerry Springer was wearing the North Carolina colors on Terry Bogard. I was kind of wanted to see him win it for Jordan, but Mr. Get It Done said, "Nah, bro, I'm a LeBron fan." All right, so yeah, dude, that was a really nice start to the tournament, and Mr. Get It Done is going to advance while Claire is going to be sent down to losers. Next up, we're going to have, I believe, it's going to be Pulsar from CG versus Mr. Beansman. Pulsar from CG, I think he is from Oklahoma. You know, Mr. Beansman's the KC representative out here. He's been improving relentlessly. I do believe he made top 16 at Kansas KO. So
Top 12.
Top 12. Yes, indeed.
So he made top 16 out of, I think there's 52 players.
Correct.
At Kansas KO for Street Fighter 6. So top 16, then won another game and made it into, you know, top 12. So definitely a good weekend to kind of get that progress. And as you know, as Dat mentioned earlier, the importance of these tournaments and letting Midwest players get a chance to kind of get on that bigger stage and show that spotlight. It's a great way to get that, you know, find that measuring stick. Mm-hmm. So Beansman on Ryu, Pulsar from CG on Aki.
Indeed. So you guys can go ahead and start. We're going to get ahead and kick it off to the next match. So with Mr. Beansman, I played him at Kansas KO, and I would have to say one thing that I like about him is his anti-airs. His DPs have been on point. You can't really jump in on him. Pulsar from CG, who plays Aki, though, she has some of the best anti-airs in the game. So it's going to be a matchup of, all right, are you going to be willing to jump? Because they have fireballs to force the opponent to jump. So it's going to be interesting in how that all plays out right now.
I think it's going to really come down to, you know, you're right about the fireball, but also Aki, a lot of ways around the fireball too. The main thing from Aki players I like to see in the neutral, especially against Ryu, is how do they utilize their drive gauge for their EX fireball. You know, EX fireball, drive rush up, try to get some frame advantage. Beansman all over him early on. There's that DP Dap talked about. How will he continue this offense? Light fireball action. Pulsar's trying to find a way out. Kind of trying to look for that early clash on the whip. So there's regular fireball. Can't get enamored with down forward punch in this matchup. Aki with that snake strike. There's one of them over the top. That's the non-EX version. So good challenge there by Beansman. And he is just basically just trying to be a wall here, just walking forward. Hail Mary DI works out. Beansman should have enough to do it, but drops the Pinulate combo. Pulsar has a shot here. Still in burnout. Throw has been established. Nice whiff punish on the coward crouch. All right, so Pulsar kind of waiting it out, trying to play some patient Street Fighter here, trying to say, how do I get in on this wild, in the wild Ryu? There's that frame advantage talked about earlier. Man, Beansman, that's 2 big whiff punishes back to back. Nice wake up jab, so kind of a tell there on the Pulsar's timing, but also say, hey, I've got a beat on your offense there, Mr. Beansman. Drive rush up and say hello. Just recovered in time from those parry frames. Didn't get punished counter. Oh, man. Hate to see that happen. No anti-air, but sat on the fireball. Beansman got to fight his way out of the corner. Jump. Cross up looks good. You know, EX slide here. Beansman trying to back up. Looking for that shimmy again there. Nice whiff punish, but still leaving a lot of damage on the table. Aki in trouble. Next hit wins. Okay, so eye for an eye. Wake up level 3. Got Beansman critical art. So, let's set the table here. One touch here for Pulsar. Beansman, one touch away here. Wow, wake up DI. That was not like, you know, I don't care what button you're pressing. It's all that you're not going to be able to cancel into super and kill me. And also, you know, the DI is just going to end you if you try to react in time. So a lot of back and forth here. Like to see from Pulsar is, again, utilizing that meter, a little bit of EX Fireball, try to use that frame advantage and really use that to condition. So when you're throwing that EX Fireball and drive rushing behind it, use the plus frames to say, what is my opponent doing on defense and how can I evolve around it? So far, he is left, right, up, and down like Konami code on Beansman right now. Finds the overhead, the roundhouse extension, good damage. Pulsar sending a big message early on saying, hey man, if you don't get on top of me early, I am going to smother you. Hands over the top, mashing that jab. So again, that's something that Pulsar sees, that EX hands, +1 on block, can really use that to his advantage. Excellent punish there. Stand strong, stand fierce. Ryu, lot of damage on that drive reversal punish. Even though people are like, oh, well, drive reversal's -6. It's still, better than getting smoked on a DP. Some characters just get that big boy damage, and Ryu in no short supply. Beansman getting caught pressing not 1 but 2 buttons on wake up. EX variety taking 2 bars, no DP on the neutral jump here. Pulsar in control.
Nice jump.
Gets the delayed throw.
Oh, wow. Wake up, crouching medium kick, man. Go straight into the level 3. Let's go, Beansman.
I like that. Again, you talked about it earlier. Just to get back to the green, try to even up some of that drive gauge bar, but he has got to respect the wake up level 3 here from Pulsar. Pulsar walking back, trying to lull him to sleep. Had the check on the drive rush. Here comes the level 2. So parry, does he have the punish? So what you want to look for is you want to get the perfect parry of the last hit of that level 2, and then you can go in and punish Aki. Otherwise, you are full screen away.
Oh, Beansman could have killed there.
Can't throw a fireball here. I was going to say hands or strike in effect. Oh, the entire Beansman! The crack in the armor was the patience. The hardest thing to do in fighting games is to practice said patience. So you cannot afford to go on tilt after that. Instant rematch though, so that they are both very much still locked in that headspace from the previous round. Pulsar wins in the scramble. Big damage here, and the corner carry continues to take advantage of the Okeon wake up. Beansman though, clutch back throw, and there's that empty jump kind of in the scramble. You see Pulsar's been going for the throw.
Correct.
Beansman trying to walk forward here. Both of these players really just like, okay, if you're going to jump over me, very reminiscent of like Street Fighter 2 style throws where both players are just pressing those heavy buttons point blank and trying to get those throws online. Pulsar, overhead starter. He drops it out there too, so very much back and forth. If I was Beansman, I am going to charge this one up. Full send.
Nice.
Can't finish the deal though.
Oh
no, he wakes up level 2.
Oh,
hold on. Hold on.
I think Pulsar needed to do the level 1 there. The level 2 doesn't have invincibility.
Exactly. Needed those invincibility frames in the level 1. What an interesting situation that I doubt anybody in chat here has seen. Welcome to Dreamplay 2318. Man, clip worthy of your time.
So Beansman stole that round. I'm gonna say he stole it against Pulsar. Nice DP. There we go. That's what we need to see more of from Beansman. Yeah. And I was actually complimenting him earlier about it too. So yeah.
Talk about too much. It's like Beansman has been in like kind of a single gear this entire time, and sometimes you got to know in the match when to downshift. You're flying down the highway in your Ferrari, but sometimes you got to downshift around the corners and let it breathe a little bit. And talk about breathing. Pulsar, foot on the neck here, but gives it away with that snake strike sailing in. Another level 2, and of course it's enough to kill. That's Ryu for you, baby.
I was actually doubting that it was gonna kill because I'm like, if it was Kimberly, that shit would not have killed.
Yeah, I mean, this is the strongest Ryu we've seen, in almost 15 years of competitive Street Fighter play. Yeah, since basically season 1. So Pulsar again, huge advantage here, and it's on Pulsar. I'm taking that, EXDP. That's fine. That's 2 bars gone. You had to make a big read. Ooh, did the wrong jump heavy punch, and I say wrong jump heavy punch because Aki does have multiple ways to change up that button of choice. Minus scenario, Beansman has the spacing for the DP. Here comes his overhead shot, but it's going to get sniped out by that desperately needed level 1 that Pulsar needed in that earlier round. Back to fireball spacing. Beansman not pressing anything. Gets popped on the strike. Overhead again. 3 for 3 in this matchup. If I'm Pulsar, I say you just keep going for it. Looking for that overhead. Oh, with button, but Beansman a little too enamored with the walk back there. So Pulsar getting away with one. A huge jump and sails in.
Oh, wow. Nice jump in from Pulsar.
Yeah, I really like this eye for an eye kind of mentality. Both these players are really kind of pushing each other, but he just walks into the EX Fireball. I talked about patience being very difficult in Street Fighter 6 and fighting games in general, but walking forward, one of the hardest things to do in this set, man. I mean, excuse me, in this game, is that's where the EX Fireballs, and you think of the EX Fireball is like, you know, basically just a horizontal dragon punch is how fast it comes out and the knockdown that you get. So again, Pulsar, 50% life lead, getting a little bit more on the back end. Finds Stand Fierce. Here comes the damage. Pulsar got enough here. Let's see if he wants to spend any bar. Love the empty jump. Beansman looking for that parry on the back end, but just going to take that damage. So Pulsar in a great situation here, leading into this final round of this game. Full level 3 bar. Finds one over the fireball. And again, man, so here's the 50% lead. We've been seeing Pulsar. A little bit of a drop there. First overhead we've seen blocked. Over the top, tick throw looks good for Beansman. Has the corner, drive reversal. So haven't seen EX slide yet. Oh, that was a DP, and that worked out for Beansman. The overhead that time. And we are just slamming buttons right now, so got to be careful in this mid-range as a Shoto because level 3 is Fireball invincible. Beansman drops the DP again. That's why I called it out that first time is you see somebody jumping in as Ryu, you are not holding forward medium punch. He is pressing buttons way too quick. Pulsar got to take advantage, get back to the green here. Nice overhead, can't find it, finds a straight Fierce. That needed to be the game. That needed to be the game. So many opportunities, but Beansman finally locks it in with that cross-cut dragon punch. So, man, the stress levels right now as a player when you are letting this damage get away from you. This is why I hate saying as a commentator, oh, unfortunate drop here, or oh, that's an unfortunate. No, hit the training room. When I said earlier that if I was like running a baseball team right now and my Kansas City fighting game players were on my team, your asses would be on the fucking line right now. It would just be laps over laps and push-ups and laps. Like, come on, guys, let's get it together. To watch this
replay, he's gonna hear this, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna hear from you on Thursday too at the shop. So
he's gonna hear from me right now in Facebook Messenger, bro.
Oh my gosh!
Come on.
Yeah, kudos to Beansman. He did take it though, but Pulsar definitely needs to be careful of jumping in, and also just needs to capitalize on those hits.
Great showing for Pulsar. No, yeah, great showing for Pulsar. Yeah. It's one of those things like, has he been on your tournament yet? Is that a returning player?
He has been. He's been in a couple of these. Pulsar is one of our regulars. He's out there from Oklahoma, so I appreciate him for showing up. You know. And I know he's gonna get better. He's actually been wanting to get tech from Pink Warrior. He's been did not start, guys. Yeah. Oh my gosh! Why I tell people all the time, don't start until my
This is Integra and Ashura. You think they're gonna wait?
No, they're not gonna wait.
They're gonna wait for you?
I don't even have the names fixed up right now. All right, there we go.
That's okay. That's okay. I carry you through, Dap. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Ashura Akuma out of St. Louis. Integra Ken out of hell. Run DP finds an early mark. Jinrai online here. DI right on the tip of Akuma's big old nose. Little light kick there. Over the top. It is just chaos out of the gate for Integra's Ken. Ashura cannot stop the drive rush. Stand Fierce, what a whip punishment! Are you kidding me, Deb? Stand Fierce had that measured out, said, I know what you want to press, crouch medium punch, catch these hands.
Yeah, you know what to do with Integra, dog. You have no idea what he does.
Well, I mean, it's smart. It makes sense. I always say, like, a fool on the outside looks at somebody like Integra and goes, oh, this is mad random, dog. Like, this guy's a bot. But instead, no, dude, it is meant for it. I promise. I promise.
Oh, my God.
It feels bad to get hit. It feels bad to have your fireball spacing be absolutely picked apart by the DI. Ashura has to spin the bar here just to stay relevant. Here comes Integra.
This might be it.
Good damage.
This might be it.
It's not gonna be close. So hitting in the step kick is important. That's the best damage you can get. Man, Capcom rounded up on that one.
I told you, Akuma has that low health, man.
Yeah, good. Give him less. Give him even less health. Bring it back to that 850 club, 8,500.
Oh
Again,
God.
so there's the stand fear. So I like Ashura though. He's paying attention. He's like, all right, fool me once.
Oh my God, what are you talking about?
Shimmy me mid-screen twice.
I have
Looking
no
for the
idea how
overhead?
to read this guy. Oh my goodness, Integra, he is a nut. I'm telling you guys. But you know what they say about nuts?
It's not. Look at
You can't read.
that. Sick. Stand medium punch anti on the
read it,
demon
man.
flip. Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
And he had the pickup too, so again, you don't just like freestyle that in the moment. That's something he's like, you know what does stand medium punch do again? Oh, I get a juggle? Here's that dragon lash. All right, Ashura, in the corner. Plus a bunch on the driver, stand medium punch, finds a throw, finds a shimmy. Decent damage, gotta get a little bit more there. Still trying to bait, I like it, man. And Integra bravely wake up with that crouch fear. Said, I'm coming for that drive gauge. Ashura says, okay, let's breathe here. Put a little bit of control. Let's just chill. -5 could have got one, but gonna want to pick up the damage
like
anyway.
Ashura's finally cracked that nut, so let's see if it continues. Oh my goodness. Oh,
all right.
Wow. Ashura with the offensive
Staggered buttons, trying to get online from Integra here. So again, all of this early damage, all of the wild things we're seeing here, the stand fierce and a crouch fierce with punishes, that is trying to send the message to your other players saying, hey, you better block, you better clam up. I'm gonna try to get my offense and just do whatever I want. Ashura, though, is not phased. Look at the patience here, getting him back into this game. Comfortable spot, comfortable position. Just has to play level 2 street. 992 street. But here's the thing, though.
Robbie, do you believe? Do you believe?
Here's the thing, though. No, ask the chat if they believe, because he's gonna get back to the green. Can't take any chip fireball here.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
that
man.
was too hard of a read right there from Integra. Ashura takes
I mean, the idea is like Integra, you know, he's got the time stone up, seeing all the different possibilities of reality, and he's like, I'm gonna pick the one where Ashura does, you know, wake up fireball there. I'm gonna run DP. Ashura in control here. Good life lead. Tough spot for Ken to be in. Ashura's like, that's fine, you know, I gotta let you get up because I do not want to deal with whatever trickery you got up your sleeve here on a wake up DP. Crouch medium punch finds a mark. Ashura marches to a very clear and concise game 2, round 1. I might get an echo.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, is that on that end? Oh man, Street Fighter 5 problems. Counter hit, crouch, medium punch, pushing Ken too far back to get like decent damage off of it. Love to see it. Low forward, Ashura in the corner. So again, Integra trying to space out that stand fierce, kind of use like a measuring stick to get some extra opportunity there on the theft. Anti DP looks good. Ashura in trouble. Try to find a way out. Let's get it started with a manual dive kick. Safe jump looks good. Integra down to his last bar here. Has to be a perfect parry or just take the damage to avoid being burned out. And Ashura survives the black and white. EX Fireball full send. Can't find a mark. Ashura, delayed jab. Straight to level 3.
Oh, level 3.
Reset Demon.
Reset?
Took a page out of the Mango Man's book right there. He's like, I've seen what them clowns out in Kansas City be doing, so I got one for you. Die 1,000 deaths.
Goodness gracious. Good stuff to Ashura. Takes the lead now. 2-1. After that first game, he bounced back. It looks like he has officially cracked that nut. So, I wonder what the counter is going to be from Integra.
Yeah, so it's like right here. So Ashura, man, he has really downloaded that spacing in a hurry. It's like, I mean, hey, stand fierce on Ken is a great button, but if you're going to let it hang like that, my man, I'm going to smash it wide open, just like this DI. So Integra, once again, in the corner, in burnout, only one bar, like Ashura, with the fireball pressure here. So it's important that you guys pay attention to the fireball pressure that Ashura is putting on. That specifically is going to jail Ken out of using that non-projectile invincible level 1. Keep him from trying to make a comeback. Ashura stalking his prey, slow, walking back and forth. Integra had to be a hard read on that block sweep. Pay attention, the crouch medium punch on the spacing. Ashura able just to use those superior Akuma fireballs. push you out, almost catches one on that stand medium kick. Wake up level 1, Integra's got a shot here to get way ahead. A lot of damage, a lot of drive rush, really baiting on that delayed throw, and Ashura gave it to him, but Integra unable to capitalize, just absolutely smashing that stand medium punch during all of those buttons. Getting so counterintuitive to be like, I'm getting hit, I'm going to press buttons while I'm getting hit. But Ashura, Integra makes it work. Check this match here again. Ashura working on early corner, run Tatsu doesn't work out. Integra thinking about that EXDP on block, still haven't seen it on the bust out. Still baiting is Ashura, says I'm going to play very safe.
Nice.
But Integra gets caught reaching, and Ashura, despite dealing with the absolute maelstrom of chaos that Integra able to put on the board, calms down, takes a breath, hangs 3. Integra Ashura gonna move on in winner's side. Haven't seen the end of Integra yet, and you haven't seen the end of some good Street Fighter 6 tonight on this Monday night. My name is Robbie V. I am on DAP VIP.
Dream and Play Street Fighter 6 online tournament. We are on round 18, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for tuning in to the stream. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit that follow button so you get notified for whenever we go live. I also have a Twitter account. Best believe I have a YouTube account. We'll have the Bob posted up as soon as the tournament is over with. Follow up on Discord, follow up on Twitter, follow up on Facebook. You already know what the deal is. Also, before we go ahead into our next match, I just want to make sure everybody is aware of what's going on out here in our region, in our area. So we got, what was it have here? We got our local top in the shop, ladies and gentlemen. I know you guys always hear about it. Robbie V, you are the host, so I'm gonna let you do the honors of letting everybody know what the deal is at top in the shop.
Top in the shop, Kansas City's longest running fighting game local, probably one of the longest running locals in the Midwest period at this point. Got started back in 2012. We're still out here doing it big with Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8. Those are the 2 most active games currently in the Kansas City area, but that doesn't mean that all games aren't welcome. We are live every Thursday, 8 p.m., twitch.tv/team_KC. For Street Fighter, twitch.tv/_KC2 for Tekken. So Max Out coming up. That's Kansas City's regional tournament, August 29th. We'll probably post details about that later on tonight in the bracket.
Yes, sir.
There, oh, there it is right there. Yes, yeah, there's the Start GG. So if you're in the area and you want to get some good regional action, like I said, Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, you're going to always have pretty big turnouts, but also we're going to be introducing Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls this time as well. That'll be the debut for that tournament. So please, if you are in the area, do not let that game just be a one-off, a 2-week, wonder. If you're into Marvel, you're into anime games, whether you're transitioning over from Guilty Gear, whether you're a Marvel Infinite player, maybe you're coming from Marvel vs. Capcom 3, give this a shot, get out early, be that player that everybody wants to be. You'll have that opportunity at Max Out.
Alrighty, thank you.
Dap's trying to do some on the fly stream editing. I see it.
I'm trying to do so much things right now, so you guys are able to see.
Not everybody can do it like can do it like yours truly. So it happens. It happens.
All right, here we go. So I got it all picked up and everything. But yeah, now I am excited to see Marvel vs. Capcom 3. We'll have that at no. I want Marvel vs. Capcom 3 at Max Out. We should have that as a side tournament. I would like to.
We have before.
Let's do it. But now Marvel Tokon is exciting. Well, I wonder if anyone else is going to be playing the beta this weekend. I know a lot of us in the KC area are going to have a little group gathering for it. So I'm excited for Marvel Tokon. I think it's going to be a pretty popular game. It's an ArcSys game, so it's going to cater to the anime crowd. Of course, you got Marvel characters in it, so and it's a team-based fighter. So team-based fighters are always hit and miss. A lot of people didn't want to try to as KO because it's team-based, but I don't know, man. Marvel Tokon seems a little bit extra special. All right.
As far as versus games go, that throne has yet to be toppled for Marvel vs. Capcom 3. There's been a lot of games that have tried to come close, but it is still. When you think of versus games, it is the end-all be-all when it comes to versus. There's no other game that even comes close. Over the years, you try to find one, you try to find a game that's if you like Marvel, play this, and it's every Marvel player is yeah, It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not the same.
But
Like,
I can't level 3 Iron Man somebody in the corner, you know, in this game. So I don't know.
Like even Yipes, like he was talking about it on Twitter. Exactly, like he's going to play Tokon, but he knows that it's not Marvel, so he's not going to like treat it as if it is Marvel. It is its own thing. Its own thing. So.
But you know, I did give my nod in the promo video. It says, you know, it's Marvel baby, and then it flickers over to it's Tokon baby. So.
Oh my gosh, these guys are already linked up and ready to go. So you got GrizzlayBear versus Jumbuno. GrizzlayBear is a newcomer as well. This is his first time entering into tonight's Dream and Plays tournament. Jumbuno, he's a regular. Get his name switched up here real quick for y'all.
Jumbuno, Ed, and GrizzlayBear on Kin. So this matchup can be, the name of the game right here is Ed and Jumbuno having a lot of experience against Ken, trying to be in that optimal range where you can really try to make it uncomfortable for Ken to get online. And really what you want to pay attention to is that stand medium kick range for Ed. Try to make it difficult. Early shimmy online. GrizzlayBear able to pick up a perfect parry, owns the corner. Let's get that throw online quickly. Stand fierce, walk back, trying to chip away at that drive gauge. Here comes Jumbuno with the frame advantage. Able to kind of shimmy himself there. GrizzlayBear holding good spacing, like the really far walk back, just enough to make that drive gauge stand fierce, really hammer in. Delay parry on the Jinrai kick, so has the option select online. GrizzlayBear definitely had that anti-air DP locked and loaded up. Missed it though, chewed up in the frame advantage. How will Jumbuno use this meter? Full screen, EX Fireball. Jumbuno in a good spot. Name of the game right now is getting that burnout. Jumbuno looking for the jump, but instead GrizzlayBear says, I see purple, I run DP. Very strong option for Ken here, but you cannot rely on it. Ed does have the fake fireball opportunity. Nice EXDP. So Jumbuno said, all right, well, if you've always got something behind that drive rush, I'll put an EXDP in for your trouble. Little clash there. Back and forth. Snatcher, delay parries. Grizzly trying to get that Jinrai on lock there. The low whiff, though, no damage. On the backdash. So Grizzly, you know, showing kind of a good mix-up there out of the Snatcher situation. Plus frame saying, okay, I'm either going to, you know, just block it, try to hard guess, basically, trying to read the throw. Jumbuno, speaking of hard reads, chewed up there, trying to EX upper in the scramble. Grizzly gonna earn himself a burnout. Will he press? So all 6 for Grizzly, absolutely 0 from Jumbuno. Back to the wall here. What's Jumbuno got? Got a D up here in the burnout. Grizzly, 2 throws online, walking forward. Oh, just barely misses it. That's a 1 frame link for Ken. Here comes the much needed level 3. All right, here is the spread. Jumbuno gonna get back to the green here, out of the burnout. 1 touch pretty much for both. Low forward for Ken, anything for Jumbuno. Full screen trying to send it. Grizzly had the read. Had the read, just not the spacing on that kind of. It's kind of like when Ed is throwing fireballs, it's kind of almost like a delayed fireball, especially on the EX, because he charges it, he swings that first punch, then he shoots it out. Whereas, you know, a standard EX fireball from the Shoto can be kind of disjointed in that respect. Jumbuno getting brave with these jump-ins. Grizzly still trying to make his money here off the raw drive rush. Ooh, gets caught on that run. It is negative. -8, I believe, on whiff. So got to check that. If you're trying to beat Ken's run stuff, your delay button will work. Another anti-air opportunity stuff there. GrizzlayBear trying to get back. Cannot escape the low by Jumbuno. So big tell there. Jumbuno saying, okay, you've been blocking the snatchers on, you know, the frame advantage, or you've been backdashing. What does that say? Okay, you don't want to get thrown. You are worried about that. So I'm going to start working the legs. Going to start going low. Let's see how GrizzlayBear's defense evolves here. So blocks the low, and Jumbuno immediately goes for that throw. 2 in a row, in fact. GrizzlayBear able to survive the second one. Here comes the jump in neutral. Doesn't want to trust those Ed anti-airs. Plus frames here. Got to take that. Jinrai, but gets those negative frames. Again, Jinrai not free like the Tiger Nexus. Nice little reset there with that light Dragon Lash. Would have been negative as all hell on block. Able to get some counter hit damage and good pickup by GrizzlayBear. Owning the corner still, trying to get Jumbuno into burnout. Tries to jump out. Crotch jab again. So that's the DP button that we've been seeing Grizzly try to hit. Level 2 online. No, holds on to it.
Now
this is This is breathing room. This is you show me. You show me how you deal with this. Can't go any farther back. Can't shimmy it. Nice DI. Grizzly, level 2. Looks for the sides. Oh, but the miss on the step kick actually ends up resetting. Jumbuno catches that counter hit. So Jumbuno, I talk about it so much. The patience just to block. Because again, that's the scariest situation for Ken. The drive rush jab into the throw mix.
All right, GrizzlayBear with a nice bait out on the DP. All right, now
I
Jumbuno's stuck in the corner.
EXDP it again, man.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Jumbuno's now, he's in a tough spot. Nice drive reversal. And
Yeah,
here we are.
Genrai in the mix. The raw run again. So you start to think, are we looking for the raw run or are we trying to react to purple? And Grizzly's movement has been very good in this match. In and out, using the runs, using the back dash, using the forward dashes, the drive rush, really trying to manipulate that space that is so valuable for Ed. Can't get the neutral DP, but the drop on Jumbuno, buffering that level 1. Grizzly's got it, and enough to seal the deal. So
ties it up, one game apiece.
Talked about the precedent set with the walk back by Jumbuno. Now that's on your radar that, okay, this guy can react to my DIs in the corner. Another backdash here. So Jumbuno got to make an adaptation. It's like when you're earning those plus frames, how are you going to capitalize? Here's another shot. Just blocks that time. So GrizzlayBear has been one step ahead on pretty much all the snatcher offense. Jumbuno not able to get a read on the board. Back and forth, Grizzly trying to measure out that anti-air spacing. He's going to find one that time with the heavy punch DP. Whiffed, crouch strong, almost was plus there. Get a little bit of a Genrai situation set up. Good challenge. Again, the step kick minus. It's not a free coast to coast for Ken. Another opportunity. Backdashed again. So Jumbuno, will he continue to try and throw out of the snatcher, or will he just stick to the buttons? And then will Grizzly be one step ahead on that and challenge? We will see. Jumbuno, bar and a half. GrizzlayBear trying to own the corner. Almost gets the walk-up throw there. Interesting place jab. All right, plus that time catches on the buttons, but Jumbuno had the opportunity. Another one. Back to back to back. And Grizzly's like, I got red and black with your name on it. That's called Drive Impact. Leaves Jumbuno alive just to get scooped up by the run DP for the chip. Man, Jumbuno creating a lot of opportunities for himself here, unable to capitalize.
All right, here we go. Finally,
car crash in that drive rush, and the first EXDP from Grizzly finds a mark here. Little page out of Integra book there, letting that stand fierce kind of hang chain. And again, this is the spot where you're at. This is the spot where you need to be as Jumbuno, is again the stand medium kick range adds optimal spacing to really make it difficult. It's like Ken should not be able to walk back and forth here at this spot without taking some kind of a risk.
I think that Jumbuno needs to take a little bit more commitment into catching GrizzlayBear walking back, because he's doing it nonstop, like that.
Exactly like what you just said, is like commit to the walk back. And again, the adaptation on GrizzlayBear's part is going to be how will he choose to represent that EXDP when all else fails. Man, another try to hard check here. Grizzly, good starting lead here. Meterless damage, stand fierce run DP.
Nice.
Jumbuno has to cash out in some frame, some form.
Get him to burn out too.
Let's look at it here. Both characters in the burnout. Jumbuno owns the corner. What has GrizzlayBear got? 3 bars of super.
Jumbuno has to be careful with that, the snatcher, because I think GrizzlayBear can like either level 3 or jump it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not that far away. Not the scariest thing, but you do need to be. Oh, he went for the overhead into level 3, and that's going to kill GrizzlayBear, assuming Jumbuno can finish his food, and he sure does. So level 3 is like, if he's standing right on top of you, level 3 is an option, but man, not a lot Ken can do. Again, it's about the optimal range. At the optimal range for it, that stand medium kick, using it as a measuring stick, it's very hard for Ken to move around in the neutral. Haven't seen a lot of the stand medium kick, because again, you can just slap that flicker in there, or slap that snatcher. There's the backdash again. So Jumbuno is really committed to the conditioning plan of, look, I tick throwed you, you blocked it, now I'm going to try and sweep, or now I'm going to try to throw you. You're walking back, I'm now that I've seen you walk back, now I'm going to try to punish. Try to get ahead here in the decision-making process, because GrizzlayBear, staying ahead right now in the life lead, owns the corner. Nice drive rush out too, not committed to that jump. Huge risk there. GrizzlayBear able to capitalize in. Stand fierce. That in, out, looking for it. I love Jumbuno saying, I can see,
Nice.
I can see
goodness.
that movement. Let me put a sweep on you.
Oh my gosh, GrizzlayBear with the jabs, basically a stop sign.
Oh man, that's an interesting situation. So even though that drive reversal put Jumbuno in burnout, and he did it during the throw, it gave him extra drive gauge meter post animation. That's interesting. Got to be careful here. Absolutely perfect decision by Jumbuno. Opts for the snatcher. Projectile properties. Cannot level 1 out of that. Trade.
Nice.
Man, the EXCPs at this point can't question them. You know, they're either gonna find a mark or they're gonna spell your doom. Again, man, I think 3 for 3 on the last 3 sweeps here for Jumbuno.
Indeed.
GrizzlayBear, 1992 fundamentals. Genrai finds a delay button. GrizzlayBear again with the tick throw said, okay, I see the counter hit marker on mine. That means I've sent the message to you better down back. And Grizzly, again, man, this movement is so good. Jumbuno able to kind of break it up a little bit.
It's not going to be
level 1
quite yet. You got to do a little bit more damage.
Has to be careful here. And the thing is like, you don't want to give Ken the opportunity to get, you know, back to EX Fireball. EX Fireball.
Nice
jump to call it out. Yeah, and man, look at the decision making that paid off for Jumbuno. Not autopiloting and opting for that level 2. Keeping that bar, he would not have had that otherwise.
Indeed, that was clutch from Jumbuno, I have to admit.
Good stuff. I mean, like I said, man, the best part of GrizzlayBear's kid and far and away was that movement. Just got a little bit too committed to the swaying back, the in and out, whenever your opponent picks up on that. That's why those sweeps hit. You know, on paper you're like, man, sweep, what a huge commitment. Like, I blocked that, you're dead. But that's the movement based read. That's saying, hey, I'm paying attention to every single facet of this game and saying your movement matters, the button timing matters, your decisions you're making whenever I have you on, all of that matters. Those are the micro decisions that define you as a growing player. So great stuff to both those guys.
Agreed. All right, so the next match that we're gonna have is we're gonna bring back Ashura. He was just on here just a moment ago, and he's gonna be playing up against Jewelman. Jewelman, he's been one of our top players in Dream and Play's online Street Fighter 6 tournaments. He's won a couple of them himself, made it to the finals from Texas. He's pretty dominant. He's very good. E-Honda player. I think he's one of the best E-Honda players in the country. Definitely travels pretty often. And Ashura, maybe, like you said, we just saw him, so it's going to be a good, interesting match. I'm not sure if these two played each other before, so it's going to be a good experience, I would say, for both players. All right, there we go. Got both of them in here. Yeah, so if you guys are watching and tuning in to Dream and Play's online Street Fighter 6 tournament, I do want to get everyone's opinions on what they would like to see more content of. I'm going to start trying to make plans. I know I said I was going to start hosting exhibitions. However, it's very difficult to get people interested in doing exhibitions. I also want to start doing team tournaments again as well. To see if you have any ideas of what other things that I could do for my stream, I would truly appreciate it. So yeah, man, just let me know in the messages or in the Discord group, or just send me a DM. And without further ado, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into this match. They already got started. Ashura with this Akuma versus Jewelman with the E-Honda. All right, let's see here. Akuma, Ashura's been very good with stopping drive rushes, but unfortunately did not get the confirm and get the combo, and Jewelman capitalizes. And now he has all the momentum going right there for him. And wow, yeah, just to stop all of that momentum, Ashura decides to bust out with the DP. Let's see here. Jewelman is going to try to get the burnout going. Nice parry. And Ashura just trying to back off, get some space. Yeah, Honda's going to have to respect this fireball. Nice DP. Good anti-air bait. All right, Ashura throws, get the drive meter. He does it again. Now Honda's burnt out. He has to eat these fireballs. He has to be extremely careful here, Jewelman does. And gets clipped with the stand medium kick. Ashura takes the first round. Yep, hot tub stream would be good. Yeah, thank you guys for that feedback for the hot tub stream. Would love to have that. All right. Anyways, back to the match. Ashura trying to jump out of the corner here, but Jewelman says no, thank you. We're going to get the command throw here, and we're going to go ahead and slap box. He hits headbutt, finds his mark. Ashura says he's not playing around. Reversal with the DP. All right, here we go. Jewelman misses with the sweep. And nice check from Ashura once again. Man, Jewelman is just relentless though. And Ashura again stopping him with the ESDP. Oh wow, what a delayed crouching medium kick. Ashura actually gets the hit. I'm surprised that Jewelman did not capitalize or take advantage and use his level 1 super. So that cost him that round, and Ashura takes the first game. All right, see what we're going to see here with game 2. Nice DP once again from Ashura. He's been on point with this lately. Ooh, no punish on the headbutt, or the butt slam, excuse me. And Jewelman, here we go. He got Ashura into the corner. Nice block. Good defense from Ashura, but unfortunately just not able to block long enough. Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, we're talking about conditioning out here.
With these
Unfortunately, capitalizing.
Oh my gosh, I love Ashura. I want him to. You like Ashura too, so I'm trying to see him win.
Hey, unfortunately. Whose side are you? What
I
you?
said unfortunately.
All this bias?
Oh my gosh. You know, Ashura's the homie, even though we're supposed to not root for St. Louis. Nice bad pass.
I say, you gotta, bro. This is like a 10/-1.0 matchup here for Honda.
Really
like
so?
Akuma, the bad guy here, but Akuma chalking him up, drawing the circle. Here's the crime scene with Akuma plastered all over the pavement.
Yeah.
Jewelman back on the board, one apiece.
Indeed. Yeah. So all right, Jewelman ties it up quickly. Oh my gosh, Panda, we need more Honda representatives. I even posted it in the Discord group. You got to see it, man. I know you got responsibilities, so that's all good. All right, but anyways,
no, Panda out like at the Grand Canyon or something. You know, living that good life away from the Street Fighter 6.
Indeed.
I don't blame him for a second. Perry on the other side. If you're at a Shoto at home and you're wondering how do I deal with that butt slam action from Honda, jump back medium kick is your friend. It might not sound like, you jump forward medium kick. It might not sound like something that beats an aerial attack like that, but it definitely does work. Plus frames in the corner here. Jewelman trying to make his way out of it. Instead, finds himself in the corner. That's kind of a dirty setup there. That was very Street Fighter 4 jump light kick action there from Ashura. That light kick jump in that blocks and kind of looks like it blocks in the back, slides down in the front. Very smart stuff here. So early zoning effort from Ashura kind of been defeated, and Jewelman got to show a little bit of grime on the table, getting that level 1 on board.
All right.
Nice ham kick, forward roundhouse, try to catch that walk back here.
I like that Ashura continues to check Jewelman with the stand light kick with Akuma after the butt slams, because it really does not let Jewelman get anything going. Because I know a lot of Honda players, it's like fake pressure, right? Honda players always take their turn back when it's not really their turn. But right now, Jewelman is punishing Ashura. Nice perfect parry right there. He has headbutt, finds his mark. Ashura has to be very careful with these fireballs now. ES headbutt can't. Jewelman has one more ES headbutt. He does use it. Okay, he has to be. So now he can't get past these fireballs. Nice DP.
It's one of those things though. Like the jump in that situation is necessary, even if you get dragon punched.
Oh
the whole point
God.
is just to stay mid-screen. Oh. The whole point is just to stay mid-screen and try and get back to the green as fast as possible. So it's very smart by Jewelman to do that. Drive rush, EX hands. Just when you think that not enough characters have the ability to stop their momentum, their movement, change it up at the drive rush, Honda joins that. My goodness, unnecessary throw the flag, bro. This is too much.
Oh my god.
This is too much.
Come on, Ashura,
throw the flag.
Back. No, I need Ashura to come
15 yard penalty. Bring it back. Restart that round. That was too fast.
I mean,
God, that game's done quick right here on Dream and Play 23 featuring Ashura and Jewelman Honda. So one decision too far left, one decision too far right, and here is one of those too far left decisions. 87 seconds on the clock. Guess for game. 83.
In a row. Come on,
Get that
Ashura.
soundboard out from Smash Brothers where they go, new record!
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
Jewelman, first to strike with the perfect parry on deck. Ashura has to make a very difficult guess right now. He just tried to jump out from the command grab, got meated. What's the mix? Can't get away from the jab.
Oh
the
my
EX throw.
gosh, that was
he-
close. I
Yeah,
was
so no
thinking,
matter
are we
what
gonna see
happens to
3
Jewelman here,
perfects?
he did not beat his previous record. Nobody cares. Turn the channel. Let's get to the next match.
Oh my goodness.
Ashura, full screen, trying to get that fireball on mark here. Cannot get a hurdle too high. So smart in that jump back jab. So right now, all Ashura can hope for right here is that Jewelman spins some unnecessary meter, but man, that is healthy. You're not getting back. Look at the counter hit damage on that headbutt. Mike Rostek with that throw full screen. Try to give your opponent something to look at. Stand heavy punch. Doesn't want to deal with the mix. Plus there, and now it is the corner. Jewelman literally just has to hold the ground. Has to just hold the spot. Dig his feet in. Almost gets clipped on the sumo top knot. Ashura trying to make a rally here. Trying to make a comeback. 25 seconds. Honda showing on the charge character. I can run away with this. Man, drive rush, praise the sun. Guess you can take the throw and about 5 more. Overhead, Ashura finds it. Stand medium kick, back fierce fireball. Tatsu is just enough. Cannot say enough about the optimization by Ashura right there. Not to autopilot into the level 3. Said, I'm going to need every little bit of damage I can get, but a big jump roundhouse gets away luckily on that one. Both players there kind of sweating it. Okay, he missed his anti-air, but I missed my jump fierce combo, or jump roundhouse combo. Mid-screen, another one. Let's go back. Training mode style combos here, and you spin that level 3 early as Honda, because that is going to put the pressure on Akuma. 3 bars to work with. What's Ashura got? 2.5. Here comes Jewelman. Overhead. Ashura back to the wall. Can he do it again? Walk up and say hello. EX Ochio throw. And you got about 500 pounds of W coming down from up top. Jewelman, 3-1.
Good stuff to Jewelman. Yo, shout out to Ashura. He definitely propped back though in that previous game. I was thinking he was gonna make that comeback happen, but it was just not enough. Man, what a match. What a set. Good stuff. All right, so now we're gonna have Miss. Oh wow, we're gonna have another good match coming up. Go ahead and say your thought, Robbie.
It's one of those things. Players like Jewelman make you walk away from the stick going, I don't want to hear Honda players talk about how their character is this and that. Did you see what this guy did to me, man? Did you see what the damage that Honda was able to get away? Man, Honda people downplaying their character so much. But, character specialists will always be a thing in every fighting game. So one of the great opportunities about participating in a tournament like this, being a part of DAP's community, online community, is that you're going to get a chance to say, yo, at Jewelman, can we run a set later on? And more likely, they're going to say yes. So plenty of opportunity not to just to win here on the stream, but also to constantly get better.
No, I appreciate that, Robbie. You're absolutely correct. We have so many good players out here in the Midwest. We got some highly talented. We got Sinister X, who normally participates. He's a Dawson player out there from Texas, and there's not really that many good Dawson players. And I feel like with him coming in and competing, it gives a lot of more exposure for that character, that play style, because you will run into a Dawson player at a major. I mean, you see them, they're always placing highly at majors and tournaments. I know we had several of them at Capcom Cup last year. So there's a lot of character diversity in this tournament, in this bracket. So if you guys want to check it out, participate, please follow the channel, follow the Twitch channel, follow Facebook, follow Twitter. We host these every 2 weeks. I do online lobbies as well, where people who want to, who do normally compete in these tournaments, they're also participating in these online lobbies. That is alternate on those tournament nights. So, please definitely come out and participate. So, yeah, we're gonna have our next match coming up now. We got a team kill here. We got Beansman versus Jumbuno. So Beansman, we saw him earlier with the Ryu, taking out Pulsar from CG, and Jumbuno as well. So I think this is yeah, winners semi. So the winner of this actually get to winners finals. So kudos to both of these guys making it pretty far into tonight's bracket. So yeah, let's get to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let these guys know they can start.
Ed, Jumbuno, Ryu on Beansman. So kind of see some similarities in how these guys both play in terms of they really want to try to cash in often and they want to cash in early on the walk back shimmies. So that's going to be walk back fierce punch for Ryu, walk back fierce punch for Ed. So I think it's really going to come down to, like I talked about earlier with Jumbuno's match, can he stand at the range where it makes it uncomfortable for Shotos to fight? Shotos want that low forward. Ed wants that stand medium kick. Let's get to it. Early EX fireball from Beansman, just like I said, coming out. Kind of one of the hallmarks of his early game, trying to say, I want to try to catch you walking forward early. I'm confident I can get those 2 bars back. Over the top, no DP. Jumbuno testing the waters on the jump here. Back to the neutral, looking for that stand medium kick. EX snatcher, good idea from Jumbuno. So pay attention to that situation. That's conditioning 101. I got my plus frames. I could put the hands on it. Point blank fireball. Got to be careful. Excellent response. That's the number one, layer one thing that you've got to do against Ed players is check that snatcher with the DI. Jumbuno good at adapting though, so probably gonna put that in his back pocket for now. Beansman looked for a safe jump last time. Again, both these guys really showing some early, low risk, types of pressure that say, you show me what you've got. Jumbuno tries to walk back and snipe a fireball and gets a DP first trouble. Beansman walks back, looking a little bit too far out of that stand medium kick range. Again, there's the early shimmy by Jumbuno. Did not get to throw online. Beansman in the green, another dragon punch for Jumbuno in the corner. Splats, locked him out. You are 2+, bro, but catches that DP anyway. So Jumbuno, very, very, very different from what we saw earlier in that match with GrizzlayBear. A lot of jumping, and Beansman has not missed an anti-air yet. So there's that same medium kick you're looking for. That is the golden range. And look, Ryu has to walk forward. Kind of puts the stress for Ryu to make a big risk right here, whether it's stand medium kick, crouch medium kick, or start trying to contest this range with the fireballs. But look how Ed is just so suffocating, and look at the confirm blitz on the DI into the DP. Looking to the future, Jumbuno very optimal. I would not be surprised if by the time this game is over, people do not react to DI with more DIs. I would not be surprised if people start, reacting to the DI and they say, "Oh, I've got my DI combo." Oh, you mean like when you splat people? No, like when you DI me, I'm gonna put 2 buttons and a special into a level 3 to maximize my damage. So. I think that'll be one of the things people will refine at the highest level. Plus frames again. Beansman does not want to challenge the throw mid screen. Can't blame him. But again, look at this space. Again, when Jumbuno is standing at that stand medium kick range for Ed, he's in control. Because Beansman's walking into buttons, Beansman trying to walk back. Like this is all stuff that plays right into Ed's wheelhouse. And Jumbuno absolutely running away here with this first game. What a night and day. Like, you watch that first round and it's all jumps. It's like, I'm not sure. I'm running into fireballs, getting DP'd. Now Jumbuno's like, no, I'm in control. I win this matchup. There's the low. Beansman try to walk out. Jumbuno, no anti-air of his own. No stand light punch, no upper. Can't blame the Ed player, though, for that. Corner. What's Beansman going to do with it again? So when Beansman's walking back like that, he's giving Jumbuno the opportunity to whiff. And when Jumbuno's recognizing that space and not taking it, he's just losing ground. Because Jumbuno says, I get to walk out of the corner. That's where he's going to live, though, for now. Tick, in and out. Can't get the DP on the back end. A little too high on that juggle. Beansman looking for that jump out space, looking for that anti-air. Jumbuno literally reaching with the power of Ed, trying to get a button to land. Nice, take that. I think he took that one from Raj over the weekend. That light blitz combo right there, just to put on the very, very tip of the edge. Stay safe, net a little bit of chip damage. Jumbuno now trying to walk back full screen. Beansman full sends an EX fireball. Don't like to see that. We're going to find the tick throw anyways. All right, Jumbuno lost the first round in game number 1, but ran it back with astonishing efficiency in rounds 2 and rounds 3. Off to a good start so far here. There's that stand medium kick. I'm telling you, man, it's that little downwards flick you see from Ed. That's the spot you want to be in, because Ryu has to make that decision. Do I try to counter poke with my fireballs and get scooped for it, or do I walk into a button from Ed, leads into drive rush damage? 3 bars for both these players here at the 72-second mark. Jumbuno making this absolute hell on Beansman trying to get in. How will he spin the meter? Probably just going to go with the level 1. Beansman, one more shot here. Jumps
nice
out,
jump
doesn't press, plus frames, blocks. Cannot go for the DI. You do
too
not
far
have the
away.
life for it. That would have been right on the jump. That's when it would have needed to happen, before Jumbuno was able to recover from the neutral jump. So again, almost a repeat of game number 1 here, where Beansman really ran away with round 1, and then Jumbuno was able to chill out, lock it in, and take round 2 and 3. So it's like, when Beansman using these kind of full screen EX fireballs, what you have to do to change it up, again, like I said earlier, one of the hardest things to do in Street Fighter is to walk and block. You got to do that point blank EX fireball. Like right here, try to catch something. Try to capitalize on the knockdown. Try to get in when you can. Good DI, Beansman, good damage. Go back mid-screen here. Tick throw and the parry on the back end. Double throw here. What's Jumbuno got in the corner? Ooh, could have been bad for Beansman. Immediately walking back, kind of showing his hand. Still has the Dinjin.
Nice
Gets the shimmy that time. And you know, that makes a lot of sense to reach for it, because you're like, I'm in the corner, I have to down back. Is the throw coming? It did not.
Yeah, that was impressive from Beansman. What a bounce back. Tying up
Yeah.
1 game apiece.
1 game here. Winner of this wants to try to get into winners finals. So again, if I'm Jumbuno, I've seen enough snatchers go unpunished where I'm like, I'm not sure. I think you really got to be dialed in on this. It's definitely not in the front of your, you know, your decision-making process. Interesting drive rush, but Jumbuno happy to take the bars. Beansman in a spot where can't really use EX here without putting himself in a bad position. Nice. Catches the backdash or neutral jump. Man, you gotta go for throw there again. You just punished somebody for trying to get out of your throw, and then you go for the frame trap again. Good life lead here for Beansman, though. Not a lot he's got to do. Jumbuno got to find a way up. Cannot cash that check.
Yeah.
Not enough credit
health
in the bank.
All right. Let's see.
Ed almost overdrawing on that one. It's like, you know, what if you took so much damage that it carried over to the next life bar? I'm trying to use bank terms here to get Dap involved, because you know he is a banker. He is a bank boy.
I got a lot of things going on the back end. That's all. That's what I'm trying to get.
No problem. No problem.
Anyways, no, you're absolutely right. Jumbuno over here getting thrown to death right here.
Hey man, that's why I'm here tonight. You know, you get to take care of that back end. Love seeing that cross cut there by Beansman, and Jumbuno showing some fight here with the EXDP. Said, I'm not going to let you get away with all of it. Nice little frame shift in the back end. Rare time that Jumbuno doesn't try to challenge that jump over with that jab. Seen that 3 or 4 times now in this set. Beansman managed to lock him down in the frame trap. It's 2-1. Beansman, Ryu, Jumbuno, Ed. Jumbuno, Ed, not far behind though. Said it's all about who can get in that space. And I'm not saying that this matchup is like just is bad for Ryu. I'm just saying Ed has the tools to make this hard for not just Ryu, but you know, any Shoto. That stand medium kick, the plus frame. So again, will Jumbuno, how will he take that offense next time he lands that charge snatcher? Will he go for the shimmy, or will he continue to hammer with buttons? I think that'll be a major opportunity
right now, because he's been able to check a lot of Jumbuno's interactions and approaches. So, like almost, if you can whip punish those normals that Jumbuno's throwing out, man, Beansman's going to be dangerous. Ooh, nice interruption right there from Beansman. Jumbuno trying to catch and
what a shimmy! Tapped him on the cheek, like, hey buddy, just bonk, and then walk out and absolutely unloads with that stand fierce punch.
Indeed.
So Beansman now using kind of the built-in fireball frame trap, heavy fireball and an EX fireball back to back, saying I'm trying to catch you walking forward. There's that kind of delayed jab on the other side of that.
Yeah, Beansman's playing so well right now, very clean. Not even biting on the shimmy at all right there either. It gets a counter hit, and Beansman goes ahead with the throw loops. Yes, sir. Let's keep going. How many throws are we going to take?
Just
we
2.
Gone for it again.
mathematically speaking, if you land 2 throws, it benefits you more to go for the strike on the third, because if they backdash you on the third throw, they're gonna get more damage than you got combined. It's just something to think about numbers wise. Again, the hard reads are the hard reads, and Beansman right now getting chewed up trying to read this forward movement. Jumbuno has the remedy. Man, very efficient use of meter on both sides so far. Jumbuno not using level 3.
Nice
Beansman
DP.
earlier didn't burn himself out on the hit confirm. Really like how these guys are playing back to back here. Target combo on deck. That's another opportunity for Jumbuno to say, what do you do after I hit you? Point blank fireballs. Jumbuno plus frames. Nice. Okay, opts for the tick throw. Now Beansman has definitely shown the walk back. If I'm Jumbuno, I am looking for throw on the next time I get plus frames. Beansman, 50% gone. Jumbuno not far behind.
Press. Yes, Jumbuno does press. Go ahead, and Beansman does not do DP. He just
That's what I'm saying.
out.
He should have thrown right there. He had it. Yeah. He had it locked in. Like, he earned that. You've convinced me, bro. You've convinced me that I will block. You message received.
Had the right idea right there with the load. Nice. This time Jumbuno throws Beansman into the corner, and Beansman now he wakes up. Oh my god.
Oh, that was it. Beansman too enamored with it. Can't burn out here. Guess for game.
Gosh,
wow, Beansman really nailed it in there. I don't know what to say, man.
Dude,
he's like looking for that stand fierce.
What did you do to him? Like, cause you know he got top 12 at Kansas KO. He's now in winners finals of online Dreamin' Plays online Street Fighter 6 tournament. All right. So what did you say to this man? What advice did you give him? Because he is playing phenomenal tonight.
You know, it doesn't matter what I said. It's that Beansman said, I want to make a change. I want to work hard. I want to execute. I want to get to that next level. And if you're watching at home, I'll give you a little history. Why it is exciting to see a player like Beansman get into a winner's final situation. And it's really a testament to life in general. And that is, Beansman has been playing Street Fighter so long in Kansas City and has so long not made it to winners finals, does not make that top 3 cut. You know, so many years of 2-2 or 1-2 or some weeks going 0-2 and just never being that close, and all of the opportunities, and I'm talking years, he's been playing with us since I think 2018, years to say, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm going to go do something else. And instead choosing to say, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to stay in. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to come back next week. I'm going to come back next week. So again, if you're at home, remember, like, you always have more opportunities to quit in life than to persevere. So Beansman getting into winners finals tonight is an example of that. Yeah. I'm not saying that he deserves to win the tournament, but he sure as hell wouldn't have got here if he would have quit.
Correct.
And everybody has that same opportunity.
Like, people always say that, man, I will never get better. I won't ever happen. You never know if you don't try. And you will guarantee that you won't get better if you do quit. Like, you guarantee that is going to be the case. So the fact that people,
it's like Michael Scott said, you know, you miss 1,000% of the shots you don't take.
All right, but
man, I really sound like a fucking millennial quoting The Office. I'm trying to look for a sharp corner to smash my head into right now.
I'm a Parks and Rec guy, though. Parks and Rec is better, but Office has a special place in my heart, though. Love Steve Carell. Anyways, next match, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Reinhold versus No Thank You. Reinhold is he's one of our normal top 8 players. He's come out to like everything. This man travels to everything. He's been to Kansas KO. He's been to Combo Breaker. He's been to Evo. He's going everywhere. He's even offline and online events. Like, he enters everything. He enters TNS online. He enters this tournament. He enters. Like, I don't even understand how he has the time, where he finds the time to enter everything. But I appreciate the support. Reinhold's a good friend of mine, so I appreciate him coming out. But he's going to be playing against No Thank You. It's going to be a tough matchup for him. Oh, actually, No Thank You's playing Ingrid. He normally plays Dawson, but I think he's making a hard
No Thank You plays one type of character, and that is cute girls only. Cute girls only. And before you're like, but I know him as that St. Louis Dawson player. Dawson is a cute girl.
How do you say that?
Why not? Why not? Why not?
Oh my goodness.
But
oh my goodness. All right. So yeah, Ingrid.
so
go.
this matchup, Ingrid, you know, first time I think we're seeing, you know, we're starting to see this character kind of get developed a little bit at the higher level. She is strong, some of the highest damage in the game, you know, converting off that level 2, but she definitely has some gaps. She's got some issues, and Zangief's gonna make it hard for her to get out here. So no DP. She does have the EX amnesia, but again, you know, that's the hard read. So Reinhold, I really like, you know, being aggressive early on. He knows exactly what to deal with when it comes to being a zoner. He knows how to stay in and get in. Here comes the mix. Saw a lot of headbutt round 1. That headbutt round 1 is to try to set you up so that you will try to either jump out or backdash that SPD and get scooped for a lot of damage. Fireball's looking good here from No Thank You. And I think the biggest thing about Ingrid that too many players get enamored with is trying to get those charges online. You know, as an Ingrid player, you've got to be able to still play the rest of the game of Street Fighter and really earn those charges. So off the medium beam, heavy beam is going to take a charge, but got to find a way in. And man, Reinhold is making this suffocating for the newest DLC character, or the final DLC character of Season 3.
Yeah, man.
Right back into it. So, like, no thank you right now. Like, one of the things that he could do is start the match off with just EX beam right away. Only reason why I say that is because Reinhold is just, he is full, all gas, no brakes. Gotta see down forward light kick. That is her DP to try to keep this Zangief on the ground. And I mean, right now, when Reinhold says, oh, it's like a bounce house for me right now, I can just go up and down, up and down, up and down. Like, I'll take that. And I mean, you talk about speed runs right now. Reinhold is just absolutely running over No Thank You.
Yeah, I'm thinking that No Thank You might have to go back to the other cute girl because it's not working properly right now. Oh my goodness.
Karin and Dalsim in Street Fighter 5. There's the charge, but again, really the name of this round is it's the anti-airs, and that's where you got to see. So it's down forward light kick or it's air to air roundhouse with Ingrid. Back heavy punch is a little too slow. Nice. Hey, got a neutral jump medium kick. Let's get this level 2 online. Going to be abbreviated damage, no stocks here. Going to get 2 though here.
Nice follow.
Keeps it going.
Yeah.
There's the third. Reinhold in burnout, tries to walk a little too far. Reinhold got to hold this though. Level 2 on deck. Oh, that was it. Low forward. EX shot would have been enough.
All right.
Ingrid does get those natural bounces or juggle points off those charged heavy punch beams. So, man.
Yeah,
Reinhold on top.
Yeah, and it seems like No Thank You. He's locking in Ingrid. He has no other choice but to stay with her now for the rest of the set.
Yep, got to see the DP. There it is. Down forward light kick looks good. Looks for the throw, broken away. So opportunity to try to get some big damage there. Ingrid got really good shimmy damage too with a stand around house starter.
Oh, wow.
Drive reversal. No bueno. Still in the corner. That's a mini super dap dip.
Yes,
Splat
indeed.
against the wall.
So much damage. And here we go.
No time to build extra meter. Just kill him.
Set point. My goodness, man. Zangief. I think Zangief, in my mind, I think Zangief top 3 in the game. I know a lot of people are going to say that's ridiculous, but I mean,
no, I mean, he's highly rated. I think Zangief could be. I think Zangief can be in anybody's can be tied for 5th.
Yeah.
I still think he struggles with all of the top tier, but
See, look at that Flight over here. He's like top 3. Come on, Flight. Tell me you struggle against Zangief. Tell me you play Kim. You are my fellow Kim brother, and you told me that
other side. Nice, good damage. Number 4 online. Gotta have the DP though, and can't spend it. You are toasted. So
look at this, man.
This is we're down to losers round 4. So our winners finals, is it Beansman and Ashura?
Yeah, no, Beansman versus Jewelman. Beansman versus Jewelman is in winners finals.
Oh, Jewelman. Yes.
Jewelman beat Ashura.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Ashura's losers.
So yeah, I think.
See, look at that. See, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's right, Play.
I feel like Alex and Ingrid were not designed to really win tournaments. I feel like they are fan service characters. You play Alex because you're a fan of the character, you're a fan of Third Strike, and you play Ingrid so that you can cosplay that you play Alpha Max 3 or whatever it is that
man,
you
I
never
did
even
play
knew
Ingrid in
existed.
Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max. I even have my PSP. I can go grab it right now and show you how many hours I played that game.
How many hours you got on Ingrid? Yeah, okay, buddy.
I have a couple hours. I actually played,
But,
I'm trying to think who characters I played. I played Ken a lot in Alpha 3. Interesting enough. Can you believe that I was actually a Ken main at one point in my life?
Well, you told me, you said, I'm going to play Ken in Street Fighter 5. I want to show you. I'm going to show you. And I said, be my guest. And you were like, this character sucks, bro. Why do you do this to yourself, bro? Why are you doing this? I'm like, I don't know, Darius Von Patterson. See me in Street Fighter 4. I'll clear the entire lobby right now.
Ken in Street Fighter 5 was
probably not Integra though.
It was not Cammy, that's for sure. Yeah, we're definitely getting ready to put another Ken player on here. He'll show us how it's done, right? Or is it gonna get shut down by, you guessed it, the modern player himself, Bearface?
Bearface, I haven't been around in a couple weeks. Took a little time off from the commentary, but good to see Bearface's Ryu and Integra still rocking the Ken, and again, Bearface representing an important facet of Street Fighter 6 that I don't think gets talked about enough, and that is the players that have seen some, I would say decent growth and decent success playing on the modern control scheme. So many people are quick to dismiss modern as, oh, it's easy mode, oh, it's brain dead, oh, it's not the real game. But you're starting to see players on a national level doing a lot of good things.
I think people play on modern are actually skilled. Yes, go.
Tyler 1 is a good example of that, playing modern Guile. He's like, I'm new to fighting games. How do I learn fighting games? I'm gonna play on the modern mode. Bearface, Ryu, Integra, Ken. Let's get to it. So Bearface out early with that bear kick. Integra with the DI. Back to the wall here, looking for that Shoto spacing. Who can win the low forward crouch medium punch battle? How about a cross-cut stand medium punch for your trouble? Bearface owns the corner. Integra blocking with his face. Bearface strikes back with the drive impact. What's the follow-up here? 2 bars down for Integra. Run stop looks good. OSDP on that drive rush. And Bearface, too good at the spacing, too good at the patience. I have seen this too many times on Dream and Play 23. Lock and loaded level 2, round number 1 at Bearface. All right, what is the precedence been set so far? Drive, impact, stand medium kicks, and Bearface's superior patience so far. So I'm just going to let you breathe. I'm going to breathe this out. I'm just going to chill. Nothing big. And Integra is just swinging, staying roundhouses into the drive impact. Bearface attacking that bar. So really important, high-level decision.
Oh my God!
When do you try to attack that drive gauge? When is it matter? And Bearface did a really good job there, saying, because you don't want to ever go really 1 for 1. Like if you both have 3 bars and you counter the DI and you go for the bar, you're just going to be tied. So Bearface doing a great job saying, not only am I ahead on life, also ahead on meter. Just want to kind of break that one down. While Bearface at 92 seconds takes an early corner lead here against Integra's Ken. So Bearface that time saying, you know what? I'm going to try the DI too. Integra opts for the burnout. Can't get it on time, but Ken cannot chase that. Nice hitting the brakes there. Almost ran into that fireball. Instead gets a bear kick for his trouble. Long held parry. So again, Integra is playing with a lot of fire. And I'm not talking about Ken's run DP. I'm talking about letting these heavy, slower buttons whip to try and misdirect and draw your opponent's eye away from the neutral. Usually with the stand light kick, that's kind of what both these characters do. Again, Blas does such a good job on Ryu of whiffing that stand light kick to try to get you to bite before absolutely laying you out. Perfect parry, backs up, looks for the counter hit stand medium punch, nobody home. Bearface on wake up. Nothing, but tries to walk back, and Integra, just the tip toe of those Ken shoes, able to find a mark there. 1 round here for Integra, 1 game for Bearface. Anti-DP on lock here, looking for that anti-air, looking for that fireball game. Dingeon on stock and walks up just in time for the entire DP. Integra about to get busted wide open here. Bearface, manual damage combos, huge opportunity, almost able to land a second whiff opportunity on that whip throw. Integra still trying to stay dangerous, trying to mix it up, so take your turn back into a parry. Bearface says, I've got Hasho 4 days. Checks on the minus frames. Bearface checks with the stand light kick. It's weird. You can almost look at like the decision making of both these players is like two big like almost college basketball brackets. Like they're both like checking off decisions. They're both checking off ideas and concepts, and they're both kind of, you know, whittling down to, you know, let's get back to basics. Bearface lands another response DI, and he's gonna make this one hurt. Full send, level 3. What's Integra got here? Barring a fourth. Chipping away here with that bear kick.
Nice.
And that is the Bearface special right there. Walk back, stand light kick into donkey kick. Blade kick, Judon kick, whatever you want. Integra, good damage. Throw established. Oh, DP in the midnight hour.
Oh, wow. I did not know that Ken can actually low profile with his Tatsu. Like that was kind of interesting to see there.
I think it just ran out of invincibility. I mean, his Bearface's kick button just ran out of active frames, I think.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that was
so
like
weird.
I think Integra wanted walk up medium kick and got Tatsu or something. But anyways, it hit. Bearface opted for the EDP. Again, let's play reaction style Street Fighter here. Bearface still on top in that department by a mile. I'm gonna make you block. I know you want me to be scared of your Dragon Punch, but I'm just not.
That was a delayed button right there, but Bearface doesn't fall for it. Wow, again with the perfect parry, man. Integra's been on point with those. But that time,
so right there, yeah, Integra had a good read, but Bearface was one step ahead. Said, okay, I've got you to stop pressing buttons after these clashes. I'm gonna walk up and throw. Bearface is like, how about a different button? Crouch medium punch.
Nice. All right, here we go.
Step kick does, even though step kick is the least flashiest of the level 3 enders, it is the least scaled best damage. Yes.
That was a lot of damage.
Season 1 max damage combo for Ken was like neutral roundhouse, crouch fierce, run step kick level 3. It was like 6300 or something like that.
My goodness, man.
Critical art, of course.
Wish Cam could get that type of damage.
Oh, loops. Oh, goes for the crouch fierce. That's fine. Should have enough to kill here at level 1 after the Dragon Lash.
There we go. Integra on the board. Let's go. Good stuff.
So Bearface still in a really good spot. 2-1 here. It's just a matter of like, do you start to let the mental kind of what if pressure of Integra take over your decision-making process? As I know it feels like I'm talking about Integra a lot, but man, so the entire match is being dictated on either what he is or is not doing, and Bearface is doing a phenomenal job. Again, just kind of like, I'm going to play, you know, very stonewalled. I'm not gonna blink. All this, okay. I can't get tilted. I can't let it get ahead of me. I can't let it bother me. I can't let it consume me. I will EXDP and say, get this guy off me. Let me breathe. Will you challenge the DI? That was a set of 2. Look at Bearface adding a little bit of chaos to the mix as well, saying eye for an eye. Oh my god. I didn't know I had to get the shotgun out today.
Oh my goodness.
Again, man, whip that button.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
It's like, I just want to be like, you know, make one of those like, brother, like, please let me press a button, brother. Nay, brother. The king said it was my turn to generate kick.
I didn't pay $60 to block. We really need to get a t-shirt. And Integra needs to wear that to the next major. I did not pay $60 to block.
Your greed will consume you with the delayed crouch heavy punch. May I have some frames, brother? Exactly. No, brother. Capcom said I will have the frames. Love that.
Right,
go check out Brother Pig on YouTube if you want to see an animated version of that meme.
Yeah, my goodness. staving off the elimination.
Stand light kick. That is something I've definitely been trying to get better at, more confident at applying in my game with Ken, is that stand light kick, because it is very good normal, and it's definitely the low risk, you know, version of what you want. That's exactly where it is too. So Integra has thrown so many buttons out here in this little mid range, causing so much action that Bearface ends up being just one step behind and getting whiff punished. Owns the corner now though. It is a guess for game scenario for Integra with Bearface.
Oh my God.
It is just like, I am not done. Looking for the reset, knows he can't kill off the Tatsu, and Bearface says, okay, chill, relax, enough of the pig jokes. It's bear time. It's Bearface. 3-1 over Integra, loser's side.
Congratulations to Bearface. Moving on, man. But shout outs to Integra. He always is the life of the party here in Dream and Play's online Street Fighter 6 tournament. I love watching him play because you don't know what to expect when you're playing Integra. So it's always fun to watch. So kudos to him. Thank you. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the next match. I believe we have Reinhold's going to be back up again. He's going to be going up against Ashura. So this is KC versus St. Louis. The bitter rivalry continues.
There is a very interesting dynamic going on with Kansas City Street Fighter and St. Louis Street Fighter, and that is the last max out we had, which seems a really long time ago. It was in April. I mean, that seems like years ago at this point.
That definitely seems like ages ago.
And at that April max out, St. Louis really showed up.
Yeah,
they really showed up, brought down multiple cars, packed full of players who've been grinding every single week in tournaments like Dream and Play Online, and they've been playing, you know, at their local hookups, really been grinding. And they walked out of that venue that night with a black eye. None of them were happy about it. None of them were pleased with how they did. But it wasn't salty like, oh, you guys suck, or character's bad, or, you know, overpowered. It was, oh no, we're not going to take this lane down. The point of me saying this is a little sneak peek in the work that St. Louis has been putting in for their, you know, revenge tour coming, you know, August 29th. Ashura leading that charge, Bearface leading that charge. St. Louis, very healthy, competitive scene right now, and Ashura showing you exactly why. The young man on that Akuma, both feet intact on that Tatsu. He even finds the shimmy. So let's go ahead and talk about the next round here. What does Reinhold have to do to get out ahead of this raging demon? Has to respect the anti-airs, but Reinhold has a lot of good grappler tendencies where he knows if I can just get the one clean jump in, I can run away with this match, especially with the lower health Akuma. But he has to commit to this ground game a little bit more. And that's like slow down. So it's like, I'm getting hit, I walk back, but only for a second, and then I press the button. And Ashura has been just absolutely bulldogging that button timing all day. Ashura cashes out here for game number 1, level 3 online. So again, I don't know who's going to be able to make it down to max out, you know, for this upcoming from St. Louis, but I can assure you that if you're in Kansas City right now and you are thinking, oh, St. Louis, those were just easy wins, no big deal, you are going to be in for a surprise. Ashura, 1 game up. Reinhold, got to find a way in here with Zangief. Look at the whiff punish, every single thing, man. And Dab, you know just as well as I do what it feels like to be like, every single thing I do just doesn't work against this guy.
Indeed,
and it can just feel defeating, deflating. Any more de-escalation words you want, Ashura's got him in droves.
Ashura just has a read on exactly what Reinhold likes to do. And oh my God, even when Reinhold had something going right there, it just does not work out. We probably did not expect the need to actually hit Ashura. It's supposed to be a tick block, but unfortunately it does not work out for him. My goodness. But here we go. Reinhold's off to a pretty strong start here. Just got to be careful. Got to find the right range to fight Akuma. Nice jump. There we go. And, oh wow, he got the parry to come out, but he doesn't do anything with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to these little situations, because Reinhold earned this corner, facing the burnout here. There's the big jump. I said, like, this is what Reinhold is banking on. Level 2 here. A little bit of out of space, a little bit of out of time. He's got the spot here. Oh, could have had it on the charged fireball. Drive reversal doesn't work out. This is going to be level 3.
Yeah.
Light punch, absolutely. And this is going to be more than enough with the critical art online. So almost kind of hastening your death there, saying, I got Akuma, it's so low on health and all that stuff. It's like, well, now my level 3 just hits that much harder. Ashura up on 2. So again, man, it's this very nuanced ebb and flow here in the neutral of when Zangief does get a lead. If Zangief gets a lead, how can he hang on to it? How can he hold on to it? Crouch jabs are the answer, and some of these sweeps is what he's got to change up here.
Oh, wow. What an answer
Air
from Ashura.
out of the sails.
Yeah, this was like a checkmate type situation right there from Ashura with the parry. Very good, very smart. And now, yeah, Reinhold's just one more hit away from losing. Wow, the jump out of the corner works.
Oh man, I cannot blame Reinhold for trying a little bit of, creativity right there. Going for the DI, being like, there's no way this guy DI, right? He has such a high health lead. He's been running all of the offense. Ashura showing how solid he is to have that DI in the back pocket. Dive kick, big body, makes it plus, finds a counter hit, more demon flips.
Oh my gosh, you base out the heavy punch. I've been telling Reinhold he has to stop using the heavy punch as an anti-air. Definitely get
so that's what Reinhold was looking for, was that little bit of a reset damage. But that's the thing, is like, look at the health totals. Ashura's like, you know what, I can afford to make a hard read and have it not work out. And that's how you have to fight a character like Zangief. It's not a matter of if, but when he mixes you up. But can you have enough health to withstand it? Ashura goes for the motionless shimmy on the demon flip, in and out, and just the jab check on the drive rush. Reinhold pinned to the wall. Ashura moves on.
Nice. That was a clean match right there from Ashura. Good stuff. Yo, kudos to Reinhold for making another top 8. He's consistent. You can say that about him. He is definitely trying to improve and get better and get stronger. So you mentioned earlier about how St. Louis wanted that revenge tour, right? So they are very serious about it, because they're actually going to be hosting a session the week before Max Out on August 22nd. There's going to have a lot of strong players that are going to be out there. And I'm thinking that they are trying to win Max Out. They are serious about it. It's been a while since we've seen St. Louis actually won a Max Out. I think maybe back in the Street Fighter 5 era. That's probably the last time they won a Max Out. So
is that supposed to be public information, that hookup?
You know what? You guys didn't hear it from me. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyways, no, St. Louis, they're hungry.
Everything else you said, 100% right. 100% right.
So, anyways.
WB, you are watching Dream and Play 23, numero 18, hosted by yours truly.
That Bip here on the mic with my boy Robbie B, putting me on the spot right now.
Blab Bip, holy.
Oh my gosh. I didn't hear anything. But anyways, we're going to have our next match. We're going to have Jumbuno versus Bearface. I believe Jumbuno's already in here. Let me see if Bearface is in here.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I'm excited, looking forward to Max Out 29th. As far as the history goes, like, it has been, it definitely, let's just talk about the history. Street Fighter 4 era, St. Louis definitely had Kansas City's number just about every single Max Out, with Geef Kid leading the charge during his reign of terror, as it were. And then Street Fighter 5 kind of had some transition, changing of the guard. Kansas City started to kind of creep out on top, and with Street Fighter 6 been dominant up to this point. So you're gonna have to tune in to team_KC right here on twitch.tv to see how that match turns out. So we are waiting for that PS4 to catch up. That 2015 graphics card pulling weight here for Bearface.
All right, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. We got Jumbuno versus Bearface. Winner of this will advance into the bracket. The loser goes home. Well, they're already at home, so.
Well, I am saying, like, it really is going to come down to, for Jumbuno here, to get brave. Get brave and get in that spot. And you're already seeing Bearface do exactly what you want to see in the Shoto matchup, is saying, I can fight you at this range. I'm going to try and get that whiff punish online. For every snatcher that Ed throws out, Ryu can put on either an EX fireball, like you saw right there with the Dinjin on the back end, or a donkey kick. So it's up to Jumbuno here to try and get this match under control. Bearface, good spacing. Oh man, the drive rush a bit too far. Jumbuno slides underneath, gives up that critical spot for that anti-air. Bearface on top in the first round. But let's shut the door on that EX fireball. Real soul stealer. And again, pay attention to the movement here. I'm telling you, pay attention to the movement for both these players at that Ryu crouch medium kick range. Who's giving up the space and who is holding it? That's where the damage is coming from. If Bearface walks back right in that spot, that solar plexus whiffs, you don't see any of this damage. If he gives it up too far, then Jumbuno gets to walk out of the corner. Jumbuno trying just that. So let's see how Jumbuno holds the space. In and out. Low forward, tried to walk back in time, the Shoto classic. So, if you're at home watching and saying, man, that's how every Shoto matchup goes. I get them in the corner, they put that low forward on me, and it's a done deal. Please, go into the lab, explore block strings. Explore block strings that put you at the spacing to punish that low forward. Now, you can't talk about that about, like, Cammy. Can't talk about that, like, about Chun. Can't talk about that with, like, Jury. But all the Shotos pretty much do share that similar crouch medium kick range. All right, back to mid-screen. Again, tug of war in the crouch medium kick space. Watch who gives it up. Watch who gets brave and stands in it.
That's interesting. I don't understand what Bearface was looking for with all those neutral jumps. But anyway, Jumbuno finally gets some damage. Good damage. Nice. Okay.
So, sometimes neutral jumping is it's kind of its own form of misdirection. It's showing somebody like, what are you doing? You know, I want to see. This is a low risk, you know, movement option, and I want to see how you handle it.
Nice
Delay parry and the back throw. Navigate the space. Again, Bearface walking up, putting that stand fierce punch just on the tip. Oh, opportunity there. Got caught watching. Can't jump out for free. No level 1. Jumbuno desperately needed that. Bearface gonna be able to escape with just a sliver of health.
Alright. Oh my gosh, Bearface base out the ESDP. Good stuff from him. And he gets Jumbuno closer and closer into the corner. Oh, nice. Base out the parry, but doesn't throw him.
Right there. That's what I'm talking about, though, is that Jumbuno waited a little too much to kind of watch the back and forth instead of just being like, this is my spot, stand medium kick. This is my spot, roundhouse. This is my spot, stand heavy. But when you're outside of it and you have a player who's proficient like Bearface in the whiff punish game, you know, he's able to, that's just another you know, avenue of attack. Right here, again, look, Bearface did not walk back. And even though Jumbuno had the anti-air spacing ready, did not execute. Bearface still on top. So again, man, it's one of those things, and I'm not saying this because I'm perfect at it. It's you have to start identifying what parts of this game, what situations in Street Fighter 6 make me as a player feel uncomfortable. Can I sit in that uncomfortability? And it's exactly how I say it. It's gonna make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
but as you expose your body to that stress, you will come out on top.
And I feel like a sign of uncomfortability is when you're jumping. So like when Jumbuno is jumping, it gives Bearface a clear signal saying, hey.
I think the main thing that shows people are uncomfortable is when walk back is their main option. Because again, when you're playing against a player who's a much higher skill level, that's just their natural instinct. Oh, I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get hit. He whiff punishes everything. So you walk back, but you got to learn to be uncomfortable, or you got to learn to get comfortable in the situation. Otherwise, that player is just going to continue to slice you up. Jumbuno out ahead here at the 56-second mark.
Oh,
here comes nice tag.
Dash.
So, you know what I really like, though, about what we've seen from Bearface so far here in loser side is that he gets these 2-game wins, and then he does experiment. He does try different stuff, and it's like this checkmark box of his, or like this list, has been so ruthlessly efficient that he gets these first 2 games and goes, you know what, now I'm going to try this. Maybe I'm going to jump a little bit more. Maybe I'm going to whiff a little bit more. And he goes, oh, that didn't work, that didn't work, that didn't work. All right, I'm just going to go back, switch back to the first page, and go right back to dominating. Bearface, 1 round away. Jumbuno holding on the last round of potentially his tournament life. Like, it's really, really impressive to watch Bearface operate on that level, for sure.
I agree. Like, and you're absolutely right. You see how he's just like, all of his movements are very decisive. There's no wasted movement from Bearface.
But that's right there. It's like he hasn't tried the DI once, so it's like, all right, let's try this. All right, I'm gonna take half my life. Well, I'm so confident in my neutral. Even if I burn out here, I think I can survive. Man, and Jumbuno went for the shimmy. He needs to attack that drive gauge sooner than later. Another shot to do it. Excellent job by Jumbuno.
Oh no! Here
Recognizes that the throw didn't work the first time, or the shimmy didn't work. Oh, this guy's down backing. Bearface, the desperation level 3, saves him from the burnout. Oh, the delay parry by Jumbuno, though. Bad spot to be in. No super meter. Jumbuno back to 1 bar. Does he have it? Throw loops. Just the raw wake up doesn't work out. Bearface able to once again
all the way back.
Come back from a gigantic deficit.
To your point, Bearface is like, all right, I'm gonna just like play around. Oh, I'm close to dying. All right, let me turn it on and let me win. And that's exactly what just happened. So I think Jumbuno, he's gonna have to realize that you gotta understand the situation a whole lot better. You know, Bearface, he has rounds and matches to give, so he's not going to be as risky in different situations. And I think you have to understand that, okay, this player has a huge life lead. He knows I'm going to be desperate. Let me see how I can use that against him. So.
Well, so again, the lesson from that, from Jumbuno's perspective, is that, and again, this is something everybody watching here can, you know, empathize with, because we've all felt it at one point or another. What would happen if I didn't level 1 right there? We're talking about patience. We're talking about giving yourself a chance to win. And you go back and you watch those matches a year from now and going like, what was I doing? What was I doing? And all you can do is walk away from that and say, what if? And that's how patience gets built into you. Patience does not get built into you in fighting games by going in training mode and watching the dummy go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then they finally jump and you DP. Patience in a lesson form is exactly what you just saw Jumbuno and Bearface. Patience is every loss you take because you made that gigantic decision when you look back and say, I should have blocked. I should have been comfortable in that situation. So while it is a loss today for Jumbuno, that is a building block that will lead to future success later on. And again, a testament to Bearface's pressure in that situation of saying, I'm gonna make you make that big choice. You had to, because I made you. So great stuff by Bearface too, keeping that consistent keel. And like I said, man, so far in this tournament, he's gotten those 2 wins up on people. Then he spins a round trying something different. And trust me, it is violently different. You see round 2 or round 1 of game 2 or 3, I guess, and he's like, I'm gonna jump more, I'm gonna whip buttons more. Oh, that didn't work? All right, turn the page, move on. Mr. Beansman, Ryu, Jewelman, Honda, winners finals for Dream in Play number 18.
Yes, sir.
My name is Robbie V, and I'm joined by yours truly.
Yes, that VIP here in the building. This is the 18th edition. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you. We are now down to the final stretch. Winners finals. We got Beansman versus Jewelman. This is going to be what do you call it? A slobber knocker. All right,
We'll
so
see.
yeah, let's get into it.
Big thing, talk about what is the layer 1 knowledge check of every single matchup in this game. In my opinion, for Honda, it is parrying headbutts, and it is can you deal with butt slam in a consistent, efficient manner. With Shoto's, jump forward medium kick is your friend. Everybody wants to parry it. Everybody wants to, cross-cut DP it. Just jump medium kick. Deal with it. Beansman, good offense right now. Throw loops in effect. What's Jewelman got? The nice parry. Working on that. Drive gauge is Jewelman down to last bar for Beansman. Jewelman, Beanman, who do you like? Like master of the stones, or do you like master of the protein plant? Beansman back against the wall here.
Oh, wow.
Wake up low. Man, had the low forward. That's one of those things like the Beansman needs to start working on, like landing that low forward into level 1.
Correct.
Like that would have been clutch, but Beansman still pulls out the W nonetheless here in round 1. Early round here.
Oh,
there
wow,
it is.
nice answer there. I mean,
That's
you
what it
did
looks
talk
like,
about
but you
it
got to have
earlier.
that follow-up. Yeah, it looks really weird, but you know that's one way to deal with the butt slam for sure.
Oh wow!
Wow, jumps
okay.
out.
What an
Jewelman
answer. Oh,
testing
my
stuff
gosh.
right now.
Jewelman with the defensive command throw. That's
Yeah, I like it
interesting.
because he's like, oh, I just did EX headbutt. You expect to block now, so of course this is gonna hit. Beansman in a tough spot here. Cannot randomly DI through hands. Goes back, watches the big body flying to the sky. Other side!
wow, what a
the punish counter
That is
on that early DI. One round apiece. Beansman standing, thinking about it. Jewelman active as ever. Fireball game in effect here. I love the crouch fierce punch, trying to get the startup frames of those fireballs.
Okay, there
Perfect
we go.
parry. The reset on the jab, the clap point blank in the face. So again, that is opportunity for Jewelman to gain that data. Well, how are you doing? How are you reacting to whenever I get those hands online? How are you reacting to the clap? Jump back jab. Beansman backs off, looking for the EX headbutt that time. Jewelman in the corner. Beansman can't get off the ground. Mid screen, fireballs, aplenty. No DP, but a crouch medium punch for your trouble here.
Oh my gosh, no.
Can't get up there in time. Beansman, hard read, all the way to the corner. Jewelman takes game number 1 here in winners final level 3. So, let's talk about it. Jewelman, again, a little bit of unorthodox play there in the corner with that headbutt or the EX headbutt scenario that followed up into the EX command grab.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with the flow, the tempo of the match, that's going to be the question mark. So, can't overthink that spot. Again, the creativity from Jewelman cannot understate it enough. Beansman made some pretty hard reads there. Haven't seen a regular EXDP yet, but you know he's pretty all around consistent game plan. Just cannot let. That's just the difference at the highest level is not letting any damage opportunity go be wasted. Kind of what you were talking about with Bearface earlier, where you're not, just not leaving any damage on the table.
Correct.
Beansman trying to literally run away with this match, but Jewelman saying, I am hungry, I am on the hunt, I'm getting DI'd in the corner. It's the follow-up, safe jump.
Nice.
Last time was a loop. Last time was a loop, and again, man, you cannot expect to see a player like Jewelman be tricked the same time twice.
You gotta change up your options.
Yeah, so it makes me wonder, like, will Beansman try a button next time? Will Jewelman EX headbutt? We'll see. Right now, taking full advantage of a block Tatsu. Takes him straight to the corners with an EX headbutt on the back end. So early DI, really difficult to do against Honda in a lot of situations because, even if you DI the headbutt, he can still recover in most situations and either block or respond. Beansman finds a mark here on the jump in. Jewelman defending, finds a straight jab, hands into level 3. Pretty sure this is going to be enough, and if it's not, it'll be down to like the last 1% for Beansman here in game number 2. Close to it. What's Beansman got? Critical art stocked. 3 bars, looking for the bait on the DP, nobody home. Jewelman, -4 situation, almost gets a big whip punish, and just the direction. Watch the birdie, the foot goes up, headbutt comes out. Beansman, gotta find a way here. Jewelman in a very comfortable spot, and again, still hasn't given away too much data. And if you've noticed at home, chat, Jewelman has kind of put the butt slams away.
Indeed.
Like that was he just tried one right there. Man, just being like, you know what? I think you're a little too comfortable in that fireball range. I've been fighting fireballs for so long. You really gonna have to prove it to me that you can that you can make me scared of it. First sumo step we've seen of the set. First EXDP we've seen of the set off Beansman. Other side, trying to jump out, does not want to get grabbed as Jewelman finds hands anyways. Goes low, Beansman can't find something, back to the wall. 63 here, plus situation. Beansman not biting on it. Down to the last bars for both. EX designed to get through the projectile. This is the butt slam territory. Again, hands are not plus after the extension. It is just that.
Oh my gosh.
Honda walking that Japanese country mile.
Yeah.
for that Ocho throw and absolutely finding her mark against Beansman. Last round here, huge start, EX butt slam, close to the corner. Beansman not scared at all with the wake-up throw, and Jewelman answers back. Button into DI, takes away the Hashirageki, takes away the spacing from Beansman, takes away the health. Level 3 after the headbutt. Jewelman has got grand finals ticket punched.
My gosh, Jewelman just said, you know what? I'm going to just put this man in the body bag. After that first round where it looked like Beansman had something going, Jewelman said, look, I've seen a few things. I've been around the block once or twice. I know how it's done. And yeah, that was pretty good. Very, very dominant. But I mean, Beansman, though, there are some things that I liked about him during that set. And I think there's going to be some room for improvement. And it's not even big adjustments that he has to make. There's some things that he recognizes and he's aware of. He just needs more experience. And I feel like once he gets that experience, the results are going to come. Because I felt like he can get there. Especially now seeing him get into the top 3. So yeah, he'll be back though. He'll be back. So we're going to go ahead back to our losers matches now. We're going to have, this is a match that has been made. It's like a lore match. It has to happen. These two enter a bracket. They're going to face each other all the time.
Sir.
We have Ashura versus Bearface. This is a match. This is a rivalry that is going to probably last forever.
I would say so. The rivalry is only going to end under 2 conditions, Dap, and listen to me when I say this. Either one, Ashura or Bearface quit Street Fighter 6, or Bearface's PS4 literally dies from heat-induced death from burning itself out. Those are the only 2 scenarios I see.
Yeah.
That's the only 2 scenarios I see, is either one of them throws in the towel and says, I'm done, I give it up, and the third player in that I'm done, give it up, could very well be Bearface's PlayStation 4. But for now, that VIP, round 18 here, Dream in play. Ashura's Akuma against Bearface Modern Ryu. Now, I'm sure it was talked about it a couple weeks ago. These guys faced off in a 1-10. Bearface. Yeah, I
believe it was 10-8.
Convincing win over Ashura.
It was 10-8. It wasn't convincing.
It was convincing. Where I'm going with this is Bearface got out so far ahead so early that Ashura was like, I need to get to that next gear earlier. I can't wait to go down the highway while this guy is just zipping circles past me. I got to get to that next gear. Now, let's see how these guys battle it out. Waiting for that PS4 to catch up. It is Ashura Akuma, Bearface, Modern Ryu. Fireball game established early on. Again, pay attention to that low forward range. In and out. There's the bait by Bearface. EX Fireball and the point blank. Trading the light kicks back and forth. Trying to see some movement. Bearface hard read doesn't work out. A hurdle too high. Ashura, EX Fireball for your troubles. Back and forth here. Straight hits for Ashura. EX Fireballs and DPs for Bearface. Huge solar plexus strike. Bearface on top here. Very respectful. Both players saying, I am not letting anything rip. No gaps. No huge decisions. You will earn every little bit of damage you have gotten. Ashura, first one for the patience to kind of crack there on the full screen EX Fireball. Bearface in your face now. Getting damage. Stand light kick. Measuring it out. Looking for the whip punish. Ashura, discipline so good right here. Not blinking an eye. EX Fireball. The hailstorm continues. Back and forth here. Bearface does not want to give up a jump. Does not want to give up his spot. 39 seconds. Low forward, no DP, jump out by Bearface, holds the spot, answers back with the EX Fireball, and the stand fierce straight hit.
Wow.
All right, a lot of precedent set here. The spacing is important, the pacing is important. Huge back roundhouse, Bearface, what a starting staple to this match. Statement I meant to say, can't even get my words out because it is Bearface all day, every day, but it gives a gift to Ashura.
Oh my gosh, Robbie's mic is just blown out because how excited he is. Oh my goodness. Ashura is now finding his way
Plus that
back.
level 3, plus frames in the burnout. Bearface has to find a way in. What a check by the modern World Warrior.
I saw the light kit from Ashura to try to cut it short, but the driver, it was just too late. It was just too long, and Bearface was able to get it and take that first game. Goodness gracious.
Tried to get some of that momentum back right there. Said, okay, he's in burnout. I'm going for the throat here. Bearface was like, all according to plan. I have got those modern level 3s on deck, and you thought this was just saved for the DI? No, sir. You turn green. I put hand to face. In and out again. So this is what we kind of saw in that first to 10 was that Ashura, so many opportunities to be right on top of Bearface in terms of proactive offense, and just kind of backs off, just kind of lets him go. So all these little stray hits, whether it's the EX fireballs, the stand light kicks, the jabs, they all start to add up because Akuma has that lower health. So let's see what he can do right here.
Nice DP
Free
from
damage in,
Bearface.
has to take it.
Oh,
Can't get this one. Oh wow, in time. That was heavy punch fireball by Ashura. Dinjin fireball, just too big of a bullet to send downstream. Bearface gonna get out of here with the check on it. So again, Ashura, this is like tug of war. And every time that Bearface is like, here's some rope, go ahead, take it. It's just I pull it right back and then clothesline you off the line. 40 seconds to play here. Ashura trying to get back in the fireball game. Every second that goes by is another opportunity to think, look, and react. And that is exactly what Bearface has got locked in here.
Yeah, Bearface, his patience is phenomenal right now. Definitely understanding the spacing and the ranges where he needs to press.
There's that low forward check there right there. So he, again, sending the message of this is where I hit you. Follows up with the solar plexus, walks back, drive rush in. A lot of misdirection, a lot of changing up the tempo, the timing, and the pace. Great stuff by Bearface so far. A throw too far, the second one's broken away. God, that was your shot. That was your shot right there to send a big message on that whip punish. Again, easier said than done. Not saying I would have done it from my ivory white commentary tower in the sky, but Bearface makes it look easy right now. Can Ashura stay in? Again, backing off, saying EXDP kills me. I respect it. Low forward. Kicking the door down. Bearface had it locked in. Said, what are you going to do to kill me right here? If you raw drive rush me, I kill you. If you drive rush off a low forward, I kill you. You air fireball me, I kill you. A walking checkmate scenario is Bearface in so far in this matchup. And again, Ashura backs off, and Bearface is even using that against him. Says, oh, if you're gonna walk back all the time, why don't I try to hit those toes? Why don't I try to see what that walk back really looks like? Ashura, second time in the match that he's had the corner here. What can he do with it with 3 bars to play with and 75 seconds to go? Hard to walk forward. The donkey kick again, almost like an EX fireball of its own. You just snap right into it, the light punch version. All right, so that time Ashura got brave. That time, again, we're talking about getting brave earlier, getting confident earlier, executing earlier, because now you are 2 games, 4 rounds down, and now we are starting to use that pressure. Will it be enough? Will it be too little too late? Because Bearface has not EXDP'd yet in the wake up.
Best.
In and out, don't want to test the walk back. Again, it's very touch and go, with just one button at a time. The fireball, the literal, you watch the hands just go back and forth to the left, to the right. Both of these guys fighting to try to get back to that grand finals position.
Yeah, something that I noticed,
light lead.
Something that I noticed with Ashura, the difference between him and Mango Man, there's not enough mental stat. Bearface is not really focusing on anything. That like Ashura is not giving him anything to focus on. So there we go. Finally, we got some good damage here.
Hopefully that's gonna be enough. Should have the wall here.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't get the turn combo. Did he land?
Gosh.
He did not. Okay.
That was
boy.
Scary.
I would have been.
I know.
I would have been salted.
Yeah.
Salted if I wasn't able to finish my play there.
Lost, if Ashura had lost that, I would have been mad. I'd been like, you had level 3. Why didn't you use it? So.
But hey, you know, I've said this whole tournament that that Bearface has been 2 games up on people and then spends a game to get data. So we'll
Yeah.
see how Bearface,
Oh my
you know,
goodness.
adapts here.
Bearface
I'm
literally
gonna
just
jump.
jumped
You're
out
gonna
of the
jump.
corner.
I got a dragon punch. Oh, that was an opportunity. Rare miss by Ashura. Not getting that whiff punish, instead opting for the jump, and Bearface starting to run away with this match, run away with this round. Ashura got some breathing room here. Empty jump, looks good on the throw. So again, Ashura representing some offense on top has managed to make 2 really good reads back to back. EX Fireball, bars you don't want to spin on accident, especially with the threat of the donkey kick at this range.
Oh, ESDP.
And to your point, Dap, I think it's a lot of, these guys play so often that he knows that I know that you know that he knows situation. Down to his last bar in prayer, Ashura trying to desperately hold on to this life lead and these bars, knowing that Bearface can pounce at any moment. So you are looking for the jump. Oh, that was so risky there.
Yeah.
EXDP could have been a huge upset. Just on the tip, smart stuff by Ashura.
Yeah.
Recognizing that Hashirgeki, recognizing you're trying to put me on burnout, I do it on my own terms. Ashura, 1 round here, still down a game. Bearface, first to strike. Wow, air fireball caught by that Dinjin EX. And that's what I'm saying is, like, you're talking about, like, he's not really doing anything with the mental stack. It might be one of those things like, yeah, how come you don't do this more? Well, Bearface is ready for it, man. How come you don't do this more? Well, he always hits me, man. Like, I can't play like that against him.
Bearface can't think of everything now. You gotta make him
you're right.
Yeah. So.
Sure.
Oh, wow. That was a hard
huge
read on
gift.
Bearface's part.
Let's see what he can do here. So, Ashura aiming for the burnout, but here comes the Pinyoman decision. Bearface, 3 bars. Do not test him with the 3 bars. Last time we saw the drive rush get checked by the level 3. How hard will Ashura press here? Fighting for chip damage at this point. Spending 2 bars. Bearface almost back to the green.
Oh,
Catches the EX Fireball on the back end. Air Fireball's a liability. 35 to play. Low forward. Have to watch the walk back here. +3. Guess for a round. Ashura walks into it. EX Fireball surprise is going to be difficult here. There it is for Ashura. There it is for Bearface. I told you.
Yeah,
I told you the EX Fireball. When you're walking back and forth like that in the Shoto matchup, that's exactly what you're trying to do. Again, think of it like a horizontal Dragon Punch. 2 bars for almost unblockable. Wait until your opponent is lulled into that sense of security. Tapping on it, Bearface says, you know what, you're not in a spot right here to try and abuse my button timing. You've had opportunities, you backed off. That's going to be the #1 lesson from this matchup from Ashura, is that the opportunity to get staggered buttons online, he had all those chances earlier in the rounds, but he didn't take them. So this late in the game, you're playing makeup right now, and your life is over. So I think that's the main takeaway if I'm Ashura, is saying, like, he got his opportunity. Never mind. That was the modern DP. Ashura still has a shot here. 2 bars, can't throw a fireball.
How about you thinking this game is over with?
No, I mean non-modern input, I think that kills Akuma easily.
Yeah.
Nice delay parry. EX Fireball tries to shove him out. Nice check. Bearface looking for that overhead. He is really trying to send a message.
Oh, no.
Not enough help there. Not enough help there.
Now that finishes it. My goodness.
Dang it.
But I have something to say.
Go back to that last time.
Go
back to that last time that Ashura did have offense. He did jab, walk forward, jab short.
Like
it's too late in the game to try to test that type of pressure when those other times earlier on he could have had it.
Like right here, I think Ashura just got to do something more. He has to, like, he kept on just walking in and out of Bearface's ranges, and Bearface was just standing there doing absolutely nothing. And like, if you're not even going to like check in with a medium kick or a medium punch or even throw out a fierce, I don't think Ashura even threw out a fierce to get Bearface to block something different other than a jab.
But that's what I mean is like the opportunity to try and take control of that space starts in those earlier rounds where Ashura was scoring the knockdowns and not doing anything with it.
Correct.
So when you're waiting that deep into the set, just be like, okay, now I'm going to start pressuring. You know, you're opening up, and they say Bearface didn't have to go to this option with EXDP. He was like, I'm just, when you do hit me, you don't do any damage, so I'm just going to chill.
Like, I think I mentioned this to, I'm trying to remember his name. I forgot. He entered the last Dream and Play online tournament, and he was very, very close to beating Bearface. He was from St. Louis as well, and they were basically asking like how do you get him off his spot? Like, you get him off his spot by just going into his range. Stop being afraid. Yes, he is playing modern mode. Yes, he has the reactions and everything like that, but he cannot react to every single thing. So I think you have to just let go of that fear and just fight him straight up. Like, just fight him straight up.
Again, talking about earlier tonight, talking about, you know, being able to sit in that uncomfortable spot, being able to sit in that uncomfortable range. And again, you pay attention to that low forward spot. Who's walking up and holding the spot, and then who's walking out of the spot.
Yeah.
And more times than not, the person that's walking up and holding the spot is going to win that scenario. More times than not. But anyways, Bearface cuts his way all the way through to losers finals. He's going to fight that Ryu mirror match here in Beansman.
Yeah, man. You got Mr. Beansman versus Bearface in losers finals of Dream and Play's online Street Fighter 6 tournament. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. We're here down to the last two matches of the night. If you guys are sticking with me for this long, thank you. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you hit that follow button to get notified for when we go live. And yeah, we're getting right into it. So we got Mr. Beansman versus Bearface. Got classic versus modern Ryu. All right, and Mr. Beansman off to a strong start with the EX Fireball.
Oh, I totally missed
so let's see if he can get Bearface off his spot here. All right, both of these guys spending that cash. Nice interruption on the donkey kick. Very good. Very smart from Beansman. And yeah, Bearface, now he's stuck into the corner here. Beansman tried to interrupt the donkey kick once more, but it was too late. All right, Bearface with the heavy punch into the ES Edition Hashogeki. Wow, the overhead was an interesting option there. Nice DP. There we go, Beansman. I love that. All right.
Yeah, especially, I mean, that's just the power of that Ryu Fireball right there.
Yes.
Ryu Fireball, able to recover in time, catch that DP even on the perfect parry. D up.
Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, no fear from Beansman.
But again, that's the theme, right? No fear. Show it early, show it often. Make your opponent make a decision.
Correct.
Don't make it for them.
All right. So
Bearface in the corner. Again, immediately snaps to that jab, trying to bait it out again, saying, I want to see what you're capable of. I got one for you too there. Wake up level 1.
That didn't do a whole lot of damage. Definitely the modern input there. So Beansman, yeah, still sitting pretty good right here.
And here's the change, right? Though here's the change. That low forward spacing, and keep harping on it time and time again. Who's gonna stand in it? Who's gonna walk out of it? And Bearface recognizing, oh, okay, you're not gonna stand in it. Let me take this situation to the next level. Let me start putting solar plexus on you. So now you're getting damaged in the drive gauge. So even if you want to make a comeback, you're not going to be able to because the resources won't be there. Beansman, Hail Mary DI does not work out. Close to even bar here. Have to respect the bar. Have to respect the EXDP. Have to respect the level 3 super. Beansman, one step ahead on the EX. We are in a Gatling gun fight right now. A real shootout here between these two Ryu mains.
Correct. Did he bait it out? No. The light kick was too long. Yeah, the ESDP, the level 3 burns Beansman out. And are we going to see a drive impact soon? We probably will. Nice anti-air from Bearface. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I was going to say, like, Beansman probably should just do wake up level 3, eye for an eye. Can he get anything on here? Can he escape this burnout? That would have been the shot right there. And again, huge message to be like, all right. So if you're not paying attention to it, if you're not aware of the situation, like Dap said earlier, being aware of the situation, being aware of what they've got, are you ready? Beansman could not deliver there. Bearface 1 round ahead. So even though it does say 2-game win streak on Bearface's side, that's a continuation from the previous set. 1-0 here for St. Louis's Bearface. KC's Beansman trying to survive this bear onslaught. So that's the mix-up right now. And now I'm going to stand inside the crouch medium kick range. Again, trying to put that solar plexus on you, B+. Beansman with the delayed jab. See if Bearface can catch on to that. And probably going to see the walk back, stand light kick into...
Oh, wow.
Bear kick right there. Go ahead and count it. Got the counter hit. But I mean, Beansman has got to be aware of it. Got to be active. Got to start seeing it. Waiting for the jump. Both players, nobody blinking. And man, this is a battle of the Hashigekis. This is a battle of the corner throw pressure.
Nice
This is a battle of the power of Ryu right here.
All right, so Beansman now he's going in there. He's going within Bearface's ranges. He's showing that he is willing to fight. Wow, Bearface with the DI on the counter on the fireballs, and now he's pushing.
I mean, it's a painful reminder that you are not going to win a game of Street Fighter 6, especially as Ryu, by just zoning, by just throwing projectiles and just doing anti-air dragon punch, because that DI universal mechanic, Bearface managed to make it work.
Indeed.
Beansman buffering now, a lot of chip. Bearface sees it happening and says, you know what, I'll take my extra plus frames, and instead of putting that pressure, I'll use the plus frames to walk back. Even though you had the jump dialed in, I've already got the spot. Bearface up 2-0 here. The X Fireball is what we've seen right here in the mid-range. There it is, trying to catch that walk forward. Beansman to first to block. Bearface trying to get first to strike. Getting some ill-placed EXDPs, kind of shortened Beansman's life. Bearface gets in with the low forward. Back to the wall again. Wake up button doesn't work out. Bearface on top. Last time was a shimmy. Last time was a walk back and a DP. Bearface with the OS. Still can't jump it out. Again, the delayed jab. Beansman desperately has to start confirming these jabs. If you're gonna press a button, you've got to expect it to hit. That's just how you have to play the game.
Correct.
And Bearface says, "Let's go. Low risk, all reward. I'm just gonna get any damage in there. Squeeze it in however I can. Stand light kick." Bearface, like we've seen this. The EXDPs have one. Both players sitting on one bar, in and out of that low forward range. There's that cross light kick again. Trying to get something online. Nice DP, especially off the stand medium punch spacing. Crosscut looks good. Bearface down health right now. But hey, this is the classic what we've seen so far in this tournament. With Bearface going up 2 and starting playing a little loose, a little more liberal with some of his actions, saying, I'm gonna make you prove it. Show me what you got. Almost had the Blaz special right there. The drive rush overhead to level 3. Is it enough? It is so.
That was very clean from Bearface. Good stuff.
Yep. Bearface proving that, he has won many of these Dream and Play 23 tournaments. So he said, I'm trying to get back on top. Give me that crown. Good stuff to Beansman, finishing 3rd place tonight. Yeah. Grand finals coming up next. Jewelman on winner side. Bearface Ryu on loser side. Dream and Play 18.
Thank you, Robbie. Appreciate it. So, yeah, we're down to the final game of the night, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate all of you guys for still sticking with us. And Jewelman, he has definitely won several of these events. Bearface has also won several of these events. So, these are heavyweight players. Yeah, this could go either way. I do believe Jewelman has Bearface's number for a while. However, Bearface has knocked down Jewelman a peg or two. So, I am interested to see what's going to happen here. Is Jewelman going to just go ahead and dominate against Bearface, or is Bearface going to have to win? He's going to have to win twice now. He's going to have to win the first match and then reset. So let's get into it, lady, and go ahead and get this party on started. All right. Grand finals of Dream and Play's online Street Fighter 6 tournament round 18. Bearface versus Jewelman. All right. So Jewelman,
like the big forward roundhouse. Start out Jewelman kind of, taking advantage of a lot of people when they round start. You know, they're kind of that rocking back and forth, kind of neutral you see. So tagging people on the feet feels good. Bearface, huge early start, and I'm going to talk about the kind of the psychology, kind of the mental advantages that you get being on winner side in a double elimination tournament. Is that technically speaking, you have 3 games of leeway. You still must be knocked into loser side. You still, you know, you have a lot of time to get data and information. So exactly what Jewelman has an opportunity to do here. How does Bearface move around? What decisions does Bearface make in the corner? Where are those button timings? You know, all of the important aspects of the game that we talked about early on, and how to identify them, how to capitalize on them, can all be done to greater effect when you're on winner side. Bearface, on the other hand, only has 3 games to play with. Not saying he can't do it, but showing those early DPs, early access for Jewelman. 1 round apiece. Bearface running hot. 4-game win streak so far here, as indicated by the lounge. Bearface been doing a good job weaving in and out. Fireball range, drive rush range, stand fierce punch. Again, really trying to attack that drive gauge of Honda. Ryu does it so well from so many different ranges on the screen. Almost lands that perfect parry on the body splash. Good stuff by Jewelman though. Choosing that cross-up body splash, try to give a little bit of different hitbox, try to make that cross-cut and perfect parry timing a little off, but Bearface doesn't care.
Wow,
Bearface does not concern himself with the Jewelman Honda. In fact, he puts up a perfect.
Interesting. Bearface, man, he's hungry.
I think it's going to come down to, you know, what is the damage? What's the damage ratio between Jewelman making hard reads on the jumps versus what damage can he get when it actually does hit? Speaking of hard reads, a DI, Bearface is going to be able to tie up the round here, or close to it.
Nice block on the sweep.
A little bit of a bait there on that sweep. Honda sweep can be kind of deceptive.
Indeed. And that was a nice interruption right there from Bearface with the ESDP. It negated Honda's options right there. It could go for the command throw or the low, and does not. All right, nice DP.
What I like is that Bearface is playing like he's the one on winner side. That's what I like about this momentum right now, is that Bearface is like, no, I'm playing to win this tournament. We talk about this a lot, about kind of the mentality between playing to win and playing not to lose, and how that can you know, influence your decision making, and how that can influence kind of the pacing and the flow of the match. Not saying that Jewelman is playing to lose, but Bearface is definitely, you know, he has locked something in right now, because the decisions are firing. Stop sign jab, finds a mark. Big stand medium punch from Honda. That's what we like to see from this character. That is his go-to neutral button in Street Fighter 6. Good challenge right there. Recognize the hands.
Oh, wow.
So again, like, that's what I'm talking about, is like, so even that situation, jump back jab to escape the throw versus I'm going to jump in on a hard read. What's the damage look like on my jump ins versus, you know, his defense? How can I make that, you know, coefficient flip?
Oh my gosh. Wow, what a call out from Bearface. Was able to
Classic
interrupt the DI.
problems require modern solutions, and Bearface has got him in spades.
Good stuff from Bearface. He goes up with a 2-0 lead. Yeah, it's just 1 game away from resetting the bracket, and this is pretty fast, pretty quickly. Nice, nice. DP. Interrupts the butt slam. Again,
yeah, I mean, like, that backdash was to blow up that butt slam. I mean, that's the perfect spot for it. If Jewelman does do EX headbutt, he probably gets hit right there, but like, why would you do that round 1? In fact, so it's like, again, Bearface seeing the future right now.
Correct. Nice interruption again from Bearface.
More aerial movement by Jewelman. Has to be down back, has to take this throw. Tries to get greedy there on the -4 headbutt. That time not interrupted. Double parry instead though. Try to get some bars back for Bearface, but man, Jewelman is hammering away.
Nice perfect parry. That was a read right there from Jewelman. He expected Bearface to do that crouching medium kick. Now he has to be careful here, because Bearface is using modern. Oh, nice with the stand medium punch. He has to get 1 more hit though. For the chip.
Okay, so interesting situation right there. So you saw Jewelman catch the counter hit after the hand sequence. So Bearface probably looking for, oh, the command grab is coming. The command grab is coming. Jewelman sticks with the frame trap, comes out on top. So pay attention to how that offense might evolve and where Bearface might choose to put an EXTP if he's got the meter for it later on. Jewelman, though, so far right now, huge life lead here at 82 seconds, has the corner Ochio throw, hasn't come out yet, though. Hammering away, stand medium punch, crouch medium punch, pick one, as long as it's got an MP behind it. But instead of an MP, Bearface got a fierce punch and 2 inputs behind it. Level 3, Jewelman in the burnout. Oh, so the hands cannot get started up soon enough on that DI. Mid-screen throws, low forward, can't escape. Bearface 1 round away from resetting the bracket.
Oh my goodness, Bearface with a nice throw, but wow. We have Jewelman with the perfect parry.
Perfect parry again. We're just trying. It's kind of it's just a back and forth here. It's both these players have such like final goals like on their sheet. It's just how much damage can they take trying to get there. Jewelman, nice empty jump low. I mean, you've got to start breaking this out here. You do not want somebody to run away with a 3-0 reset. So Bearface probably taking a sigh of relief, like, okay, the level 3 is gone. Now I can really bully Honda if I can get in. If I can get a knockdown here and get my offense started, I can really beat it up. Not even needed. Forward roundhouse, confirm, stand jab. Bearface resets the bracket.
Good stuff.
All right. So that is a double elimination tournament. Bearface on loser side wins 3 in a row. Not just 3 games, 3 in a row. Bringing Jewelman down to loser side. So now it is a foot race. It is a foot race. And not only does Bearface have 3 wins of Jewelman on his side of the board, he's got 3 wins of his previous opponent too. Bearface is looking white hot here going into this grand finals reset, and what an answer with the early on EXTP. The data has been gathered, the plans have been formulated, it's time to execute. Jewelman going for the toes, crouch fierce in the scramble, caught up there, burnout. Oh yeah, man, in and out, looking for that kind of panic shimmy in the scramble.
He had to read. Just wasn't able to do it quick enough.
All right, back to green. Hard situation for Honda to be in here. Got to cake whatever damage you can get. Nice, man. I was just about to say the wake up level 1 against that EX Ochio throw. Will Jewelman back off of it, or will he say, nah, you're not making me move? I'm still going to put those hands on you one way or another. Again, those are the decisions that you either go, okay, I got to put that away, or you say, I trust it. My read was just barely off. I'll take the bar.
The DP was
huge opportunity for Jewelman to put some huge damage in on Bearface there on that missed DP. -2. Still going to catch the neutral jump. Clashing. Fierce for medium punch. Headbutt for donkey kick. Both these players on similar timing, try to get the DP out in time, couldn't do it. Jewelman way ahead here. Can he find the wall? He can.
He does.
Stand roundhouse starter. Jewelman finally gets on the board in this final 1st to 3 run. This is a grand finals reset. If you guys are just now joining us in the chat. Dingin Fireball, it said looking for that straight button out there, looking for that straight headbutt. Man, Honda still can't even get the praise the sun on the line, and that Hashogeki just barely moving Ryu out of the way of the jump in. Other side, he's airborne here. Sumo step, can't get the butt slam. Kind of an awkward spot if you haven't practiced it. Jewelman spins the bar. Bearface back to the wall here. Has level 1 on deck.
Okay, nice interaction with the jab.
Yeah, man, so brave by Bearface to just walk up and say hello with that.
Oh
yo, back to back. I whipped an EX. Now you whipped an EX.
Okay, this is scary here.
And then you see both players just staring at each other, just for a couple frames, just to be like, I see it, I see it. And what I see is the future, and what I see is victory for Bearface there, pulling out that level 1 against that DI. Man, situational awareness of Bearface has been absolutely impressive during this bracket.
Okay, nice. Bearface gets well, since the Jewelman is able to get something going right now here. Bearface is not getting put into the corner here. Get some good damage.
Do you
Jewelman's
press?
level 3? No, he does not. Whoa,
He
goes
does.
For the command throw. Wow.
Does go for it. Loses the corner. Loses the life lead.
Oh, no.
Solar plexus meaty. Level 3. I believe that was modern, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah, Robbie, do you think that Jewelman regrets going for that ES command throw? I mean, are you?
I guess if
I'm
you
pretty sure-
hindsight 2020, the only thing you take away is you ask yourself, would that Ocho throw win the game? And it's like, what kind of message were you trying to send? You were confident that the down back was in place, especially on the safe jump.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing is will he stick with it? So far, he has. Wow,
Right.
nice. Medium, that was just regular. Stand light kick off Honda? Sometimes I forget those normals.
Yes, I do not
But-
know what normal that is either. I think it's stand medium kick, but either way though, Jewelman's living very good. Takes the first round, game 3. Oh, the ES butt slam right off the bat, round start. The Bearface tries to get some pressure going on. Nah, the
Another
DP was
one.
not in time.
Okay,
And
now
Jewelman-
is when you ask, does he press?
Yep,
He does.
he does.
So it is a he knows that I know that you know situation here. Backing way off again, trying to get that charge. Can't get the headbutt online for the anti. Really need that
oh
damage.
my goodness.
Huge gift, I think. Should get level 3 here. Nice.
Yes. All right. Jewelman
Very
takes
optimal by
2-1
Jewelman.
now. He
All
is
right,
now going
so-
to be on tournament match. Yeah. One
The
game
main
away.
deciding factor in both of these wins for Jewelman has been the jump spacing. If he can get these DPs to whiff, he probably has a good chance of beating Bearface. If Bearface is on point with the spacing, it has been an uphill battle for Jewelman Honda. Right there is what I'm talking about. That DP drops, that could be, that would be the game changer for Jewelman. It's always weird to me that Honda's V reversal or drive reversal puts them like full screen.
Indeed.
You would think that they would want them to be close up. Close up is what we're doing. Close up and personal. Bearface, early stun here. It's got 1 bar and a lot of green to work with it. Opts for the reset. Going to get extra damage on that crosscut. Smart stuff by Jewelman. Deal with the problem before it becomes a problem. What a hit confirm on the crouch fierce.
Oh my
Opt
gosh,
for the
nice
reset.
neutral
Where it
jump.
scrambles. Bearface survives with a clutch. Jump back, I should say. Still
Alright.
can't get that jump online. We're 2 for 2 so far. These guys, I mean, all of the doubt is removed. Now everything has utmost conviction in the decision-making process. Good damage. Picks it up. Still pressing. Like that's that bravery we talk about, man. Is like he still went for that down forward heavy kick. Last time got supered. Went for the DI. Bareface more than ready for it.
I don't
Trying to
think
see.
it's
I think
gonna be enough.
that was
I do
the
not.
modern version.
Yeah, it's not gonna be enough. It's gotta get one more hit.
Yeah, but like, what does Honda do here?
Yeah, because I was thinking if he had level 2, could be able to use it, but he did not.
Yep.
So ties it up, 2 games apiece. All right, ladies and gentlemen, whoever takes this game is going to win the entire tournament. This is it, down to the wire. Nice.
Still
Bearface with
relying-
the anti-air, man. Ridiculous.
Yeah, still relying on those big wrist jump-ins. Is it costing Jewelman the opportunity to, have enough life elsewhere in the match?
Nice. Drive rush and get into the anti-air. Let's go, Bearface. Now it's got Jewelman just cornered here. So much damage given, and it just throws the ES headbutt. Now Bearface is on tournament point, takes the lead.
1 round away, coming back from loser side. You can afford to down back here. You've got a round to adapt and adjust. Huge,
gosh.
huge jump out by Bearface. Cannot get the same courtesy by the crosscut dragon punch. Oh
Nice donkey
man,
kick.
the hitbox on that donkey kick just making it
Oh my
slide.
goodness.
Man, Jewelface staying just predictable enough. Bearface, errant DP, or excuse me, Fireball, can't get over the hurdle. Bearface 1 mix-up away.
Oh my gosh, go straight into
That's-
level 3. This is gonna be
That's
probably burnout.
modern again. Jewelman in burnout,
but he has
down
level 2
around.
this time.
Grand
Oh my God,
finals.
Bearface could have punished and he was late.
My
Jewelman's not gonna spin it. Oh wow, Bearface could have punished and he was late. That could have been it. All right, he has to shake that off here. Oh no.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. No bar here for Bearface. All the meter in the world for Jewelman. Tick throw. Can't get the heavy headbutt. Again, Bearface escapes the corner. Stand jab. Jailing on the neutral jump with the DP. Bearface. Throw loops. +3. Cross cut. Drive rush in. No overhead that time. Nobody wants to give away reversals. +3 again. Perfect parry. Jewelman's going to get the corner here. Has to conserve meter. Cannot burn out. The mix. They just back off. Catches him. Medium punch. Level 3. Will it be enough, Dap? Will this be enough to get that win? Not quite.
Nope, not quite.
Bearface still has.
Oh
just
my
walk
God,
the
the
stand medium kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jewelman takes it. Wow, what a set. What a tournament. Good stuff to Jewelman. Way to clutch it out. And no, I know he has to be.
The stream crashed on
oh my God, the stream
on the final hit. That's
last hit.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, guys.
So Jewelman walked up after the level 3. It didn't kill. He walked up and did stand medium kick, and Bearface traded, and Jewelman won.
All right, we're back. We're alive, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and refresh. We are live. Oh my gosh, the stream crashed at the final hit. Oh, goodness gracious. And it was going smooth too the entire night. It had no hiccups, no issues, and then it finally crashed. Wow, that's how awesome that final set was. Yeah, good stuff to Bearface and good stuff to Jewelman. Congratulations. Man, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you, Robbie, for commentating, man. You hold it down. You do it better than anyone I know. So that's why, like, everyone doesn't hear my voice because I'm focused on doing other things, and I'm letting Robbie handle the commentary. Because you guys, I love y'all. I know my Georgia friends are in the chat, and they rooting for me, and they love me. But, you know, Robbie is the actual hero. He's the champ because commentating is not easy. So, I appreciate you for doing this, man. Thank you so much.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate all the all the viewers hanging out here tonight too. Again, you could be anywhere in the world, but you guys are 35 viewers strong right now in chat. I hope if you're watching at home and you're wondering like, I'll get to a certain rank before I enter one of these, or I'll enter when I'm good. Enter next time. Take advantage of this opportunity to play these players. Take an opportunity to get involved in the Discord, ask people for matches, and use that as a chance to get better. Because I promise, all the ranks in the world do not matter if you can't, find a community to help cultivate your own progress through this thing called fighting games.
Indeed, indeed. And also, like, I just want to say thank you to Quote for helping out with running the bracket too. Don't forget about him. Robbie is absolutely correct, man. This is good practice. This is good experience. I mean, I shout out to Beansman. You made it to the top 3, showing the improvement, showing the growth. I love it. I love it. I know, and I'm seeing like with our other players, like at Kansas KO, had Mango Man, he got 3rd. It's getting better and better every time I see him play. I know eventually he's going to break through that wall that he is adamant about breaking through. He's going to win one of those big events. I believe it. Same goes for Chingo. Same goes for Ping Warrior. Same goes for Reinhold, C Money. All of our guys in our region and our city have gotten so much better in such a short time span. You guys have to understand, like Robbie and I, we've been in the community for like 15 years. And we're still playing, we're still grinding. And you guys have only like had just basically scratched the surface. The Street Fighter 6 has only been out for 3 years, going on to 4. So, you guys have gotten so much, but you have to understand and realize the magnitude of it all, because you're all catching up, all getting there. So, yeah, no, thank you again. Congratulations to Jewelman for coming in and dominate once again. Hopefully we'll see Sinister X, Picklestein, return. Man, you know who I haven't seen? Psychoactive. Psychoactive was dominating these tournaments back in the day, you know, from Iowa. So I'd like to see him come back out and compete again as well. So yeah, I think someone even brought up a good idea of us having a circuit of these online tournaments, like having a season, you know. We'll do a season and then we'll divide it up, and then maybe at the finale of the season, we'll have like the top 8 finalists or the placements or whatever. We'll duke it out in like a round robin or just a double elimination bracket. Who knows? That's something that I would probably do or consider as well. So again,
That is what is in the works for Kansas City right now. In the
mhm,
works.
indeed. So Robbie, you said max out is going to be on August 29th, correct?
August 29th. Again, start.gg's slash max out. You guys can get all the details for that. If you're in the Midwest area and you're trying to come out and get, a very focused, a focused Street Fighter experience that is going to, have a lot of these players that you're seeing in these brackets. One of the best places to do it in the Midwest, for sure. And on that note, just kind of, if Kansas KO wasn't enough evidence and playing in tonight's brackets not enough evidence, especially if you play every week, just to make the point that you don't have to live now in, Los Angeles. You don't have to live in New York City. You don't have to live in Tokyo, Japan to strong Street Fighter players in your region to get good and to be, to climb and learn and grow this game and grow your own skills. So,
Mhm.
special thanks to all the competitors tonight. Special thanks to Quote holding it down in Discord, calling matches, and that's all I got. That's all I got.
Indeed. So thank you guys. And next week we're going to have an open lobby. You know, you guys could come in, participate. Is anyone can join. It doesn't matter where you're from or what skill level you are. You can always join the online lobbies. Then the week after that, we'll have round 19. We're slowly creeping on round 20. I might do another milestone celebration when we get to 20. I know when we had gotten to 10 tournaments, I added $100 pot bonus to it. So maybe if we get to 20, I'll probably do something similar. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in for tonight's event. I truly appreciate it. I am your host, DatFip, and I have Robbie B on the mic and Quote running the bracket. So love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful week. Take care.
See ya.